goddamn long, but Christmas is over. I'm no longer on a mental schedule, and I'm actually not exhausted when I get home. So, let's play D&D.
Yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Let's do it now and play D&D with our friends and torture them.
What was happening last time? It's been so long, I honestly can't remember.
So, when we last left our heroes,
time.
they sat down and had a conversation about what to do. What to do with the newfound knowledge of where the vault is. They managed to gather themselves up a number of keys. They do require 3 keys to open them. A beardless dwarf, a severed drow's hand, and a third item I can't remember, so just let me quickly check my cheat
The
sheet.
eye stalk of a beholder.
The eye stalk of the beholder.
Which we got in hilarious fashion.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I remember that. We did get that.
The eye stalk they stole none too subtly from the storefront of a per gnome who they have fooled several times. The beardless dwarf is an associate, not quite a friend, but someone that they have offered to pay and offered a little bit of a reputation bump within the Harpers in exchange for their help. The last thing eludes them, the eye stalk. Not the eye stalk, the severed drow hand.
The drow.
I'm getting there. It's been a long time since I've done an intro.
Oh, bless.
I've gone over my notes.
So,
Which were the 3 items?
as the party discussed what was going on, and our dear Lady Hunter had a rather romantic rendezvous with her beloved Lord Fairwind, they heard a crash from upstairs. Mads, Rascal, Nola, and I think Binks.
I actually was there as well.
And
Bink.
Bing. I don't know why I keep thinking Binks from fucking not Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Hocus Pocus.
It's because of the voice, isn't it?
Maybe. They went to
Better than
investigate and found a masked intruder just fleeing through the window of Mads and Rascal's room. Mags, in a fit of rage, transformed into a bird and charged out the window after. And that is roughly where we're going to pick up. So,
I'd also like to add that a fucking drain pipe tried to eat us.
Yeah, do not forget the drain pipe.
yes, the drain
The
pipe
drain
mimic.
pipe kitty.
The urban mimic.
Yes.
I
Basically, the
Mimics can crop up everywhere.
I thought of that encounter the first week we decided to do this campaign. I've been wanting to use it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the night is getting on. It's not entirely late, but it's also not early. I would say it's close to midnight with the amount of time you took to do your dinner, the date, and such. The noise and raucous from the tavern is still going on. You can hear a few people singing out of tune. Sadly, no music has been provided because the acts haven't been booked yet, as Rascal requested. But there's a lot of merrymaking and noise from downstairs. The rest of the streets, you see the odd light in the upstairs windows. Businesses have already closed up for the night. As you're walking down the street, Vaizan, towards your establishment to check in with your business partners, you hear a loud, angry screech and a scrabble from somewhere in the rooftops above you. You look up, and I forgot what map I'm on. There we are. You look up as you see a small red cloak just disappear over the ceiling tiles as you hear, and you see a large bird, a familiar, tattered, manic-eyed looking form erupt from a window on the top story of your tavern. Really? You're not going to keep going? Come here. I swear this music doesn't like me. Big one.
What was that?
I'm sorry. I have a new microphone and it picks up many things.
It's the microphone of many sounds.
Yes.
Sounded like a pen got dropped.
Yeah, my wife's currently remodeling her studio. I'm basically in the middle room and she's moving stuff from one end to the other. So I apologize about that.
Sounded like she had dropped a wooden frame on the floor.
More like a wooden desk, but yeah, close enough.
So,
Anyhow,
Yeah,
you know
I'm sure she's fine.
happening above you. Meanwhile,
Right, so yeah.
Nola Ashford and Bing, you are currently on the stairs while Rascal, you're standing in the door of your bedroom. You've just seen your beloved yeet out the window.
Yeah. Guessing she's out already?
What I would like everyone to do is roll initiative.
Yeah.
all right.
Now, while I'm doing that, I do want to say before anything starts that you put it really well.
Did it again.
Can't find Bing's token. Hang on.
You put it really well.
Don't see big.
That's because
Jonas,
I forgot to put Bing on there. There we are.
Jonas, if you could add
Unfortunately,
me.
Hunter is likewise engaged, otherwise engaged.
She's banging.
I was about to put it bluntly myself, but you beat me to it.
Uh-huh. But yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry, Dee. You were saying something then?
Yeah, I just wanted to, because Matt, you put it really well, that she's screeching because she's intentionally, before any combat starts, I want to make sure her plan, expressed from last week, was to make as much noise as possible. In bird language, she is yelling, "Egg thief, egg thief, egg thief," as loud as she and angrily as she can as she tracks this dude. She's trying to let them know where she is.
I'm going to use my new dice that my sister got me.
I just wanted that out there in case it alters anything in the future.
So Hunter's totally out of this, right?
Yep.
Or
Unless
I
we,
would
like,
say,
interrupt
for the
you.
length of time that they were talking, you have had several hours alone with Lord Fairwind. It's up to you to determine if you want that to be finished. Do you react to the loud screeching, or do you just ignore it and spend the night? I will let you decide.
as much as Hunter would love to ignore it, she really can't.
Very well, then you will leave Lord Fairwind unconscious on the bed then. Alright, let me just quickly...
Unconscious and drained in many ways.
He is a...
Sure, Hunter hearing bird noises and opening one eye, and it does that big thing that cats' eyes get bigger when they hear bird sounds.
Okay. So, everybody has rolled?
Yep.
Yes, and
I
you
got
add
a
me. I forgot to select my token.
Oh, sure. Okay. I'm rusty and slow. Give me a moment.
For some
We're
reason,
getting back used to this.
Okay.
am I? I'm not in the order. It looks like
Alright. What did you roll, Hunter?
6. Oh no, sorry.
I rolled a 22.
Ooh. And
Yes, I don't see Mads in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matt's
Matt's
got 2.
Matt's got a 6.
okay. Oh, Vaizan.
Yeah.
sweetheart.
On brand, as I was saying. I might be a bit slow, but I get there in the end.
Well, I can at least charge.
Zaborn.
Cheers. I love the fact that that's the first roll of 2021.
2020.
But Faizan was in the middle of the field sniffing the flowers.
Look, at least you didn't roll a 0.
Alrighty then. So, top of the turn order. Hunter, you hear the shrieking. You quickly hop out of bed. I assume you threw on clothing.
No, she's gonna bolt out naked just with her bow and no.
From
Yeah,
afar,
You have to
Haraka
be able
approved.
to don armor. It will take you roughly. It takes roughly between 10 minutes to don full armor. You can put on clothes in an action, but you will be unarmored for this fight, unless you want to stop and put on the armor.
She is going to scramble to get on her armor because she's not an idiot.
Roll me
Oh.
a athletics check. Let's see how quickly you can do this.
Big money, do I shot.
Alright! You manage to just basically hop into your trousers and you pull them on and cinch them up. And now you're quickly scrabbling to grab your kerchiefs.
You know.
There we are.
Oh, yeah.
Flip into the pants, backslip into the
I
shirt.
was going to say breastplate, but you don't have plate armor. So kerchiefs, there you are. I don't think that's the right pronunciation,
Curse.
but don't care.
I've always wondered how you pronounce that.
I'm pretty certain it's Curse.
Probably. It's a word
Yeah,
I've
Hunter has-
never heard aloud. I've only ever read it.
Same.
So, that's Hunter is very quickly getting on, and I'll say you've hopped across the room, so you're now at the door. We've made some progress while getting dressed. Nola, you're currently on the stairs. You are, I would say 10 feet away from the doorway. Rascal is standing in the doorway, and there is 10 feet from the doorway to the window. What would you like to do?
I'm not sure that going out the window would achieve anything, so yeah, I think Nola's gonna run out the door and try to pursue on foot on the floor, on the ground level.
So you're gonna run downstairs?
Yup.
Okay. So I would say you would take your full action, your full movement, and then your full action to dash, and that would get you on the stairs here on the second floor. So you are
All right.
on the first floor because we're not American. So you're now on the stairs at the outside door. There's still a flight of stairs between you and the street. But you do notice that there is a large minotaur on the street looking very confused up towards the roof.
She probably might recognise Ryzen actually, because he kind of walked past her very briefly a day or two ago.
It is dark.
True.
Rascal,
Hi!
your beloved just jumped out a window.
Yeah, is she like still in view at all, or is she like out of sight?
You can hear her.
I can hear her! Okay, that's great. Unfortunately, Ashwood or Hunter can't Hunter's Mark sound, so that's not gonna help. Now, is it able? This is dumb, but Rascal is dumb. He does stupid, brave things. Is it possible to like run out the window and hop across the rooftops in pursuit, or are there like? Is there like two? Are there big gaps that little boys can't possibly breach?
The roofs are pretty close together, although there are some pretty steep pitches. There is no gaps. But I do want to have one point of clarification. Mads,
Yeah.
what bird did you transform into?
A black hawk.
Are you dying?
Oh.
Sorry.
What? No, I'm not down. No, a literal black hawk.
What
Not a
size
black
are
hawk,
those?
but a black hawk. Let's see. Black hawk bird. I'm looking up the size. Common black hawk. They are. Let's see. Diet eggs. Songs and calls, nesting. I do not see a size for them. I wish I remembered off the top of my head, but I don't want to be wrong.
Do you want me to just check its entry in the monster manual.
Yeah, or something, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I can't find. I'm looking all over it suddenly, and
The wingspan.
yeah, there you go. Oh, I found it. Yeah, the adult common black hawk is 43 to 53 centimeters long and weighs 920 grams, 930 grams.
Statistically, its size category is tiny.
Okay, so Rascal, you cannot hitch a ride on your wife.
Well, that wasn't what I was suggesting.
I know, but if she was large enough, I would have given you the option to. But no, she's too tall.
Well, I figure she bolted so quickly that wasn't even an option.
Technically,
what
she's
if-
still floundering outside the window, getting used to
Well,
her flight
okay.
form. But
Speaking of windows, yeah, I'm a.
if you
Asher,
are going to-
get Hunter and follow the squawking. We had a breaking and entering. I'm going to pursue across the rooftops, and I'm out.
Just
So-
to make sure you don't get killed, okay?
As casual as always.
roll me an athletics check to climb out the window and onto the roof.
God damn it. Athletics, yeah.
Yes.
Damn it. Oh shit! Motivated.
All right. Your adrenaline is pumping. You sprint across the room. You grab onto the door frame, the window frame.
Window
Yes, that'll be a
frame.
door for you. You're tiny. And you leap and swing around and manage to reach up and grab the sloping, the angled portion of the roof and just pull yourself up. You surprise yourself with your nimbleness, but you are now standing on the rooftop. And you can see the masked figure just cresting the top of this roof.
Cool. Was that the end of my movement?
You moved 5, 10, 15. I would say you moved around 20 feet, including clambering up. The climbing was your action, though.
Okay. So I got 10 feet of movement, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't do much of that other than move one square. But I will do that, so whoosh!
10 feet is 2 squares.
Oh, well, according to...
Yeah, no, because remember these squares
yeah.
are the
This is a bigger scale. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise the mana would be tiny.
And yeah, I think that's pretty much Rascal's turn for now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next up. Bing! You just saw your companion. The person behind you sprinted downstairs. The person in front of you jumped out a window. What are you gonna do?
Bing's just gonna follow him downstairs. So you can't exactly do hopping between roofs.
Okay.
question for the
Unless-
DM.
Yes.
Unless he wants to burst a meteor.
Now, we just had Rascal move. According to the turn order, we've got the mysterious stranger who goes before Bing.
DM!
I know, but it's, it's fairness.
It is. It's all about what it's.
The
It's
mysterious
the
stranger
nature of the
says
universe.
16 on mine.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, Bing's 11.
Why
Yep.
are you 19 on mine? On my.
That's weird.
I
No,
have
No
I
idea. Well,
see 11
I
too.
said
I
11.
have
I
2
see 11.
Bings. Why do I have 2 Bings?
I don't know.
Bing, bing,
I
bing.
also have 2 Rascals.
Bing, bing.
Well, you know what we kobolds are like.
Yeah.
And 2
Kobold.
Nolas. Why do I have
I mean,
duplicates of you guys? And there's another
I
hunter as well.
don't
because you
know.
missed
no,
us
you're-
that much.
Yeah.
Should we all have evil twins?
only one Ash word.
Oh
There's
no!
two
Mimics! The ice cream mimic got him.
No,
Not the ice cream mimics.
there are 2 initiative rolls for Bing in the chat. The 19 though was weird. It's
Was mad.
Mads
Okay.
did
It
roll a
is
second
possible that
19.
the DM forgot to clear it. So, moving on. I'm Rusty. Leave me alone.
Hi,
Oh, it's
Rusty.
all wonderful.
Hello, Rusty. I could probably
Stop.
pass the stat for some people.
Just let me very quickly get the stats for this person. So, Rascal, as you scrabble across the roofing tiles, you notice that the masked figure is moving for some reason. Hold still. Stop. Why is the token freaking out? Stay! Naughty token. I swear this game is weird sometimes. So, the masked figure turns, and you can see that they've got a red hood and a little mask that you can't quite see in full detail. They look at you, pause for a moment, and then turn and start sprinting away.
Ooh.
And they start moving towards the south. And they're going to take their full action to sprint to the very edge of the roof.
Dang it.
Okay. Now let me double check how they were.
Man, she's got a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Double checking. Yeah, that's
The
too
window
far.
first and-
Far too far. They've only 60 feet of movement, so they get there.
I was all gonna say, holy crap.
Yeah, there we are.
I'll never catch him. I especially like how Mads jumped out the window first and is last place right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Well,
your
it's 'cause-
surprise round.
It's because she's like being mad and is just squawking instead of pursuing
Yep.
the target.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, it's Bing. I assume you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, he's falls skeleted down the stairs, basically. If he tries to jump between rooftops, he will do an impression of a lead balloon.
Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
So Bing's face and head sticking up, and then the rest of him going, shoo!
For those on the roof,
No,
I'm
be it
going
as
to
for-
give you a little wing icon just to help me differentiate on who is where.
Up on the roof,
So,
Bing,
Bing,
on the
what is
roof.
your movement speed?
Bing's movement speed is, I believe, 30 feet.
Okay. I would say you get... With your full sprint, you probably get to just behind Nola on the stairs. I'll be nice. You're jumping flights, basically.
Hmm.
Lastly,
Yeah.
Ashward. You turn to start sprinting down the stairs, but Bing almost shoves you out of the way and sprinting down, hopping over the back
Sorry.
ahead of you.
Right. I wonder if Rascal could actually use some backup up here. And Ashwood is,
Excuse me.
but Ashwood is smart, and Rascal had asked him to fetch Hunter and go downstairs, so he rushes down. 25 feet is his regular speed, so 50. So I presume he's out of breath and just behind Bing.
Are you running all the way down, or are you going to Hunter's room?
I mean, Hunter's... Yeah, I passed by Hunter's room, so I'll probably still be in the house. Probably. Fetching Hunter.
Okay. So I would say you make your... It will take your action to do this because you are having to pause and knock at the door. So you're now outside Hunter's room and you hear mad scrambling from inside as you... Hunter! Hunter! Hunter!
Hunter, Hunter, Hunter.
Hunter, we have problems.
Okay. Mads.
Yeah.
In your fury and your rush to transform, you got a little bit discombobulated and turned around, and it took you a few moments to quickly get your bearings from a different animal's perspective type. So you're now
Yes.
flapping your wings. You've got the rhythm of staying in the air. You've blinked and you're used to your new avian eyes. You saw the red flash of your husband clamber next to you, and you can see Nola down below, as well as a lone figure in the street down below. But you're paying no attention to that figure. You're watching
No.
the red hood disappear
Yes.
off the rooftops.
And she is in hot, sprinting pursuit as far as she can go at maximum yelling flap, screeching the whole time.
What
Egg
is your
thief, egg
flight
thief,
speed?
egg thief.
presuming you want to know Mads' flight speed?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be
I don't
60
know.
feet.
60 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you can get there with your normal movement. If you want, you can use your action to move double that.
She wants to move double that.
Okay. So, you can...
And she wants to get in the guy's face. She wants to try to, like, not as an action, but she wants to get as close as possible and, like, flap, 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 like, to, like, mess and discombobulate him.
Okay. So, point where you want to end up.
Like, right, she'd like to get right here in front of him and being like, whoa!
Okay.
Yep.
So, you just flap down, screech in their face.
Yep. Loud.
Okay. Vaizan,
Hello.
they're up to something again. They're doing
Yes. Here we go again. Now, unfortunately, that chap on the roof is out of sight from where I am, yes?
something. Yeah, but you can hear the bird.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mads
well.
is, like, being echolocation. Her whole plan, as much as Mads ever has a plan, is to be violently loud, let any bird in the area know that this is an egg thief, and also to be an echolocation device pinging where this dude is.
Wonderful. Well, at the moment, I can't really do much, but I'm going to charge to, I believe it was around here, using my full movement. That's so instead of 30, that's going to be 60 feet. I assume bonus action to pull the sword out, or is there anything else I can do?
You can pull out your sword as a free action.
Free action? Alright then. Now he's in 60 feet. Okay, I don't believe that I have anything I can do as a bonus that would... I'm afraid I'm a melee fellow. That's it for the moment, but I've got something prepared if I can keep him in range. And that's my turn.
Okay. So, Hunter, you hear the banging at the door as you are just starting to try and pull on your curse. Roll me an athletics check again.
Okay. Big money, no whammy, stop! I fall on my face.
We good? We live?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. There we go. Yay! Hopefully my internet won't fuck up again. I've started recording on OBS just in case. But anyway. So, back to where we were. Hunter, you've now currently got your head stuck in the armhole of your chest armor. And you're currently rolling on the floor trying to pull it off. As Ashword is knocking on the door.
We have somewhere to be. We had a break-in.
I would say you have had time to put on a shirt at least, so you're not naked. You're just kind of struggling. Next up, Nola. You're on the street. The bull man started running.
Nola finds it reasonable to run after him against her usually better judgment. So that's going to be 1, yeah. And that's all movement.
Unless
Because
you'd like to
30
use
feet.
would you like to use your action to dash, or would you like to do something else?
Yeah, no, that's a good idea, yeah. I'm going to do that. Okay. I'm rusty. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll get to Zarbonic back at some stage.
Yep.
So you have...
Also, please imagine a little maraca going on in the background as she's running.
Clickety-clockety.
So you can just about see the shape of Vaizan around the corner. Rascal, a very loud, very angry bird just flew past you and somehow gave you a loving tap on the snoot.
Yep.
Well, there we
No
go.
question.
There's no question about it. That's my lovely wife. Right.
5.
Okay. I'm going to use my full movement of 30 feet. Rascal's gonna feet. Rascal's gonna load up his crossbow and shoot at the masked figure in the back of the legs, attempting to disable her. Or in.
Actually, I'm glad that Mads got in the way of the guy so that she can get shot instead.
Don't tempt the DM, D.
Do not.
No, it isn't Reister.
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
Sadly, with that, as you're trying to scramble on the rooftop, it's slick tile, your little claws can't get a grip, and you kind of slip as you fire your crossbow. The arrow sails off into the night.
Phew! Ah. Damn it!
Why is the guard not responding? The griffins
Because-
should still be out.
This has been 12 seconds, is why
Yeah.
the guards haven't responded.
Mads hears the damn it and is all like, you see this black evil hawk being all like,
He's like that. That's pretty much Rascal's turn.
The thief skidded to a halt as the bird got on her face. She glanced quickly over their shoulder whenever the bolt flew past, but they looked straight back at the hawk. They hold up a white tuft of hair and make a throat-slitting notion while glaring directly at Mads. They're then...
the hell?
As they hold up the white tuft of hair, you get a scent of ember bloom.
Uh-oh.
I was waiting for someone to catch on there.
Yeah.
While, Mads, you're looking at this tuft of hair, looking really confused, you don't see the hand shoot out from the left. I would like you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel the fingers just gonna graze your neck and start to close around them. But before they can get a good grip on your feathers, you manage to wrench your head out of the way and flap out of their range.
Amber blue.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
After missing,
Oh yeah.
they charge
Yeah, I know.
a little further on down the roof. Next up, Bing. Just
Bing
seen
basic.
Nola disappear down
Bing-
the stairs.
Yeah, he's basically going to keep following Nola. You know, he's going to dash after Nola because he knows Nola's probably heading in the right direction.
Okay.
And there's not much else he can really do apart from run down the stairs at this point, so
Okay.
he's stuck in
Ashbury.
the one-way system.
Now go ahead and move your token.
Okay, 1 second. I'll move
Ashbury?
just behind Nola.
You
Yes.
have heard some acknowledgements and swearing from Hunter. What would you like to do?
See you downstairs. And he bolts down.
Okay.
So,
I
yes,
would say because
all the 50
you're-
feet.
Yep, because you're already a floor down. Again, jumping banisters, you would make it to here. You're at the top of the stairs on the floor up. So you're at the top of the outside stairs. You can see Bing and Nola waddling down the street. Next up.
And I hear the screeching from behind. Fuck, I should have taken the other stairs.
Mads.
Yes. Mads is going to try to get in front of the person again. So can she get here?
You can try.
Yeah, she's going to try to get in front of him again. And then she wants to have a hawkish attack to like dig her claws into the face of the opponent, like to like wrap herself around the face and flap and claw.
It won't be a lot of damage, but
No.
that would be a
Doesn't-
d20 plus 5.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, she's
Hmm.
trying. So what do I roll to do an attack?
Roll a d20 and then we'll add 5 to it.
Wow.
Okay, so you get in front of them and rear up, and you slash your claws out to try and dig into the face of this person. You feel your claws impact, but then you feel that weird jarring sensation like you've just dragged your nails across a chalkboard as you realize that your claws are scratching off a ceramic type mask.
Oh,
You've left gouges there, but they appear undamaged as they like shake their head to like throw you off.
yeah, she's just trying to slow them down and like be relentless and screeching the entire time. Like she just wants to be a nuisance as much as she can until they're back on the ground. I'll let you know her process. She doesn't trust herself running across roofs. That's not something she's had much experience with.
Question from the peanut gallery.
Yes.
Wouldn't the attack make it a little difficult for the thief to stay upright and be able to move, or rather go prone, possibly, due to the center of balance being set off?
I would have said if the attack had hit, but you know what? Sure. Why not? Let me roll an a dexterity saving throw.
To be clear, that is something that she's trying to do. She's trying to she doesn't expect to like take this person out in bird form, but she wants to like discombobulate them as much as possible, like I said.
Good thing, too. Do you want to know how much damage you would have dealt?
1,
They're-
2.
1 point of slashing damage.
Their foot slips ever so slightly, but they manage to catch themselves and get their grip back on the tile. You get the feeling that their shoes have probably been designed for this kind of terrain. They're not going down easy.
Hi, Ben, for what comes later.
Okay.
1 second. Someone's at my door.
Next up,
1 second.
I think
That's
she was
just
saying
going
1
out the
second to
door,
the people
yeah.
at the door.
so,
Yeah.
Vizan, what would you like to do?
Okay, so the irritating individual, they're currently out of range. If I were to head down to, say, here, from this point, would I be able to at least see the top of their head?
You would probably see the top of their torso, yes.
Okay, that is absolutely wonderful. So
They are
I am
pretty
going
much
to...
on just over the crest of the roof.
Glorious. Okay, so Vizan is going to head over to this corner just so he's within range. His hand is going to reach forward in a clawing, grasping motion. And he is going to roar at full volume. Here! And did that come through? Yes, I'm going to cast command.
That is also here.
What was your command? Here? So basically,
Here.
Hill?
No, here. H-E-R-E.
As in, come over here.
So you mean
Yeah.
approach? That's the command
Yeah.
word you're using.
Oh, it has to be a natural word. I apologise. Approach. I was
No.
going with it.
It can be another word, but you're basically telling them to approach.
Yes.
Yeah, but you did say here. You didn't specify.
I would say
Redundantly.
he
Surround.
knows the purpose of the spell, and that's the action he's put. That's the magic behind it. So just let me
Yeah.
roll a wisdom saving throw for this. Okay. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is going to be not on my screen for some reason. I don't know why that is. That's very stupid. Sorry, it's been a while.
Don't you worry about it.
No, really, where is my spell save DC? That makes no sense.
If you're
It
on
should
D&D
be
Beyond, it should
12.
be above your
Yeah, it should be 12.
Okay. Okay. As you look up onto the roof and just basically shout, "Here!" Do you notice the figure kind of turn and look at you and then give you a middle finger?
I would like to rage.
You are not a barbarian.
Not yet.
You would like to rage against the machine.
He only gets
Hunter.
rage
I
points
got
against
that.
stairs.
Oh, okay then. Hunter. So, I would say in that time you've managed to free your head. You can try again to put on this armor, or you can run. What would you like to do? Alright, you managed to pull your armor on. It's not fully fastened and tight, and it will kind of clank uncomfortably, but it will give you the protection it is needed to do. You don't look fancy. You are mildly uncomfortable, but it will be functional for now. So, I would say you would be able to get your movement at least. You won't be able to dash because you used your action to hurry this on, but you can move. Would you like to move up or down?
I'll get on the roof so I have a clear shot.
Okay. So you dash up, and I would say you are now. I'll be nice and say you're standing at Rascal's window. So your next turn, you'll need an athletics check to get up on the roof. Nula, you've just heard Vizan shout out in frustration. He shouted here, so you assume he wants your help.
I hate to use a spell slot in this, but
Ooh, that's fun.
I love Expeditious Retreat.
so action.
You used your bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Dang it.
When you cast a spell and then as a bonus action on the end of the turns, you can take the dash action. So you can cast the spell and use the dash action in one turn, given from what
Yeah,
I'm reading.
Yeah, but
you
yeah.
can't dash
I was-
twice.
Oh,
tried to
twice.
use the
Gotcha,
bonus
gotcha.
action, but she'd already used it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Also, this sounded a lot like clack.
Let me just put the little concentration flag on you. Next up, Rascal.
Right. Hang on. Okay.
You got this.
Yep, sure do. Right, gonna take another shot at the back of her legs, attempting to disable her. 24!
That will hit. Full damage.
11.
Come on.
Okay, 11 points of damage.
That's all I can do.
Excellent. Next up, you hear a low growl from behind the mask as a crossbow seems to just suddenly appear in their thigh. The masked figure glances over their shoulder, but quickly turns their attention back to the bird that's been trying to claw their eyes out. Mads, would you be so kind as to make me another strength saving throw, please?
Oh boy.
Okay. Again, the figure tries to grab at you. But you manage to wrench out of their way. But you hear a voice growl just from under the mask. They're now brandishing a knife. They hold it up and point it at your form. And you hear, "I'm tired of your fucking games, Lady Madeline of Cirquoise. Professional detective. Where is the stone?" And now to determine if if they wanted to attack or not. Bear with me.
I will say it's too bad that this isn't my reaction round because I would want to do like one of those like Falcon puppets from the SNL Falconer of the Falcon going or the Hawk going like laughing.
Why aren't you working? Roll 20. Okay. 24.
That will hit.
Okay. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
How much damage does a little Black Hawk have?
Allow me to tell you the hit point maximum for a hawk. 1.
Oh?
Okay. So,
Oh dear.
So,
as you are flapping there, momentarily stunned at the use of your full name and
yeah.
acquired title, you feel a sharp stab just in the between the little breastbone of your birdie form, and suddenly you're no longer flying. There's still something sharp pressing into you. You take 6 points of piercing damage that carry over from your polymorph form.
Yes.
And I would like you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no. Hold on. 30, 24. I'm scared, everybody.
Okay. The shock of the entire encounter, of what was said to you, and then the stabbing, losing the form, you try to grab. You try to basically flap and keep flying. You no longer have wings. You try to put down your feet too hard. You slip on the tiles and you clatter down to the V of the roofs here in a heap. You take 1 additional point of bludgeoning damage from the tumble.
Oof.
As the masked figure just leans over you, the bloodstained dagger in hand. Your friend died well. Don't let her death be in vain. Tell me where the stone is. Or she saved your hides for nothing.
Do I get to talk or?
Not till your turn.
Okay. I wasn't sure if everybody was waiting on me or not.
Bing can see the way the wind is going,
Also,
and he
the
recognizes.
screeching was silenced with a loud.
There's not much he can do on the roofs because, as I said, he suffers from extreme gravity disorder because of the armor. So he's just going to go.
That's amazing. I love that phrase.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
How fast can you move?
Remember,
30 feet, but he's. Oh, bugger, yeah, sorry. Where was I?
10 feet scale.
I keep thinking it's 5 foot scale. Probably say behind Nolan just goes, Captain Vyzan! We had a break in! They're on the roof!
Okay.
Ashward.
The fuck is going on?
You heard Bing shout Captain Vyzan.
As if I hadn't heard his voice before. Okay.
Hey, he's his bra living. Bra-ladin, I should say.
Jumping down, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, because I dashed.
Okay.
The fuck is going on?
Is that you?
Yep, that I can do right now, because I have no proper line of sight to the figure.
Mads.
Yes.
Lying there, crumpled in a heap with this figure looming over you. A dagger in one hand, a tuft of white fur, or white hair, still clutched in the other.
Mads affects a very frightened expression and goes, okay, I'll tell you. I'm good now. I don't fight like that. Things have changed. Things are different. And she is lying, but she's trying to stop the fight and be like, no, it's okay. I'll tell you. I just don't want this to keep happening.
Deception.
Yeah, she's terrified. It's what she's trying to put off.
Uh-oh.
We quickly roll insight. Where are their stats? I keep losing their stats.
Yeah, probably because she can't get murder out of her eyes.
The figure just half crouches, leans closer to you, and levels the knife towards your throat. Tell me where the stone is. I'm turning into Arena. I don't know why.
No, it's fine. And can she answer back at that really fast before her turn ends?
Sure.
Because I really wanted her to get this out. It's in my pig!
The Faith, you can hear a snarl, and they move the knife away from your neck and point it at your stomach.
Oh shit!
Vaizan.
Yeah, so a question. They've crouched down a little bit. Are they still in my visual range?
You see just the barest hint at the top of their head. It's
Right.
kind of hard to focus because, again, it's dark.
Yeah, if I were to get closer because of the angle of the roof, that would actually not serve me. If I were to get here, do I think I would have a better view of them, or would it not be worth the movement?
You don't know.
Well, just like the general mathematics, would that be an intelligence check to see if it's worth it or not?
Sadly, unless you make the move, you won't know for sure. But this is a fairly steep pitched roof.
Sure. Okay, let's give it a shot then. He's going to run all the way over here, and I'm going to do. Can I see the individual?
You can see the top of their head and their shoulders. You can also see a knife pointed at Mads, who is lying crumpled, backed up against the roof, looking terrified.
Okay, that's not happening. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be command again, and basically this time he's going to roar out grovel, and that's going to be a boop. I apologize. It's
Okay.
D&D Beyond's taking a moment.
No,
There
my
we
new
go.
dice. I dropped my new dice. Hang on, let me get the other d20. Spell save 13.
And they spell save 12. Sadly.
I'm afraid they beat it then.
Cinema. Fucker.
Sorry.
I'm a melee dude. I have to.
Oh, Varzan, you could learn how to climb walls.
This guy, gravity challenged.
Paladins are grammatically challenged.
This is true.
It's true, it's a terminal condition.
Why am I suddenly thinking of Yasha just yeeting Mage Slayer at the golem and nearly cleaving Bow in half?
I know, right?
Anyway. Okay, so that's you. Hunter, make an athletics check to get on the roof.
Alright. God damn it. First bad roll.
Alright.
I hear dice rolling.
You're taller than Rascal. You standing on the window ledge, you can basically peer over the roof, so you have an easier time of this. You scrabble, you're not as graceful as you were, you catch some of your loose armor, you swear and... but you manage to stand up on the roof. So you're now up there. Despite everything, you're there. You still have your full movement. I'm just going to put the feather on you so I know you're on the roof. You can see Rascal clinging to this chimney pot. and you can see just the top of someone's head over here. Rascal appears to be quickly reloading a crossbow.
Right, and I don't have my action anymore, right?
No. Well,
Okay.
because it wasn't such a difficult skill challenge for you, I'll be nice and say it was a bonus action.
Fine. Okay. So
I just don't want to be
movement
left
30
out
feet.
behind.
So 1, 2, 3, and then feline agility. 1, 2, 3. Notch an arrow and shaboom.
Okay, check the AC. Half cover bonus. Yeah, that hits. 5 piercing damage.
And that's an attack they did not see coming.
I was about to say with their three-quarters cover you would have missed, but you're actually on the tip of the roof, so it's only half cover, which isn't enough to negate the hit. So, that's 5 points of piercing. Is that you?
Yep.
Okay. Nola. You can see an increasingly frustrated bullman.
Well, first of all, Nola is gonna get as close as she can. Hi!
Hello. She needs help. He points over to. Well, I can just about make out Mads from here. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. He's going to point out the situation.
Let's see what she has. This is the point where I check the range of my spells.
Mm-hmm.
10 feet, 60.
Come on, Nola.
Now I measure. 50. Yep. Well, frostbite it is.
Okay. Let's see. Constitution saving throw. Just let me quickly get their stats for that. Why do I keep losing the sheet?
I have no idea why you're losing your sheets.
Well, we all lose our sheet once in a while. Let's be real, guys.
Nat
That's
20.
true. Oh fuck!
Oh, 20.
Let's see. I'm afraid with that they managed to dodge it entirely.
I don't like this individual.
No, I hate them.
Just this bolt of frost just zips past their face. They just lean back. As you notice that their mask, slightly damaged from the hawk, shifts loosely on their face. Next
What
up,
do we notice about that?
is that you done, Nola, yeah?
First of all, I would like to ask if this means that she can see any part of the face.
Not from where you are.
Yeah,
Does
okay.
Mads?
We'll see in the on their next turn.
Oh, okay.
All right, then that's not a turn.
Okay.
God, I hope
Rascal.
so. We all know Mads is super observant.
Get away from my hot druid wife, you bitch!
That'll hit. 7 piercing.
I just picture Mads being like, "Wait, you're a person, not another robot."
I'm gonna check stuff it super quick, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing else I can do. There is something I can do, but I'm saving it for later, so
Oh, wait.
that's the end of
How's
Rascal's
the
turn.
Sorry.
No, I'm done. You can speak, Cork.
I'm just wondering how the assassin is holding on.
As I said, they have
I mean-
footwear that seems adapted
Yes,
for the slick
but
surfaces.
still, I'm fairly certain that they might be a little bit off balance, having been back and forth, trying to dodge. whatever's thrown at them.
I just can't help but imagine they have those like sort of like springy heel things from Portal. I forget what they're called now.
Yeah.
The long fall boots.
That's it.
Yes.
Long fall.
Yes. Rather spike boots right now.
Okay. So, you just shoot and shout?
Yep,
Anything else?
pretty much all he can do.
Alright. Okay.
I kind of burned all my actions during the day. My bonus actions, rather.
The thief turns quickly after hissing in pain with the arrow in their shoulder. They turn quickly to glare at you. You notice that their mask starts to slip from their face. Their hand shoots up to press it back. Then they look back over their shoulder towards Mads and quickly move behind Mads.
Oh
Mads,
god.
make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Hostage
I'm
situation.
going to do that, but I do have something to send you a message about with regard to
Okay.
that. Hold on a second. Just one quick thing.
They
Crikey.
There you go.
As I said, hostage
Alright,
situation.
fair enough, fair enough. So, the thief essentially jumps over Mads onto the other rooftop, reaches down and just grabs you by your clothing and yanks you up, wrapping one arm around your torso and holding you by the neck. As the dagger, again, pointed towards your stomach, but with the hand they have wrapped around Mads' body, they reach up and pull off the mask. And underneath, you see this face.
I figured, but
With
damn
a,
it.
with a shallow scar of a strangely healed wound with almost crystalline fractures around it. The person smiles, puts the mask in a pocket, just tucks it into their hood, glares at Rascal with a twisted smile, and again holds the dagger pressed against Mads' stomach.
You have no idea how fucking irritating that professional detective bullshit was.
I knew. Not that this person was that, but that she wasn't dead. I knew it.
Now, tell me where the stone is.
You're button around the corner.
Well, I presume a response isn't really possible at this time.
Yeah, I'd say that's your turn.
Now, the player shifts back to the other character.
Right, and you're asking Mads because she's got a great track record with being honest. Waste of breath, Isla.
Well, I figured your efforts in the bedroom might jog her memory a little.
That was that was in character.
In the meantime, while this is going on, what does Bing do?
He's just going to continue dashing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's basically going to move his way there. But there's not much he can do. Although I do have to nip away for a couple of minutes. But that's his turn.
Fucking Lord!
Ashford, what are you doing?
Not much he can do outside of dashing 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, grinding to a halt, looking at Varzan, looking over to where he's looking. What?
From that distance, I would say you would have a very hard time seeing them without a very high perception check. So if you want to roll perception, I'll let you try.
Yeah, perception. One of my greatest skills.
You see blue skin, but again, it's dark.
Blue? There. What the fuck is going on there? Yeah, clearly no accent. Or rather, a different accent.
So it's Maz up next, but I take it we'll need Seth to respond to what's gonna happen here, so we'll wait.
Right. What I miss?
Nothing really. Just Bing sprinting, Ashward sprinting.
Okay.
So
Yes.
did any of you actually suspect?
I mean, I did.
No!
It was.
No!
Obviously not.
Okay, I'll tell you what I thought. I thought it was Isla's body reanimated because we did leave a necromancer running about. But I didn't think it was the real thing. It seems like the real thing.
You know what?
Move
I'm
on. Sorry, as you go on.
I'm honestly not that surprised because she was a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's $1,000.
I can't believe Mert had the gall to make me feel bad for dissing this woman in death.
And she always butted in where, she wasn't supposed to be. She, not her. Always not her
I'm
place.
back.
There we are. Okay, so it is now.
Just like, the investigator's here. Oh well, I better go up and push myself into that situation.
You didn't miss much, Seth. Just us trash talking Isla as always. Like old times.
Yeah.
Consider how brilliantly she's been doing as a bad guy right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn
brilliantly
it.
until we knock her down a floor or two.
All
Hey,
right.
guys, why don't you just super jump up top and grab her around the throat?
So,
Put her in
Mads,
her hold.
you are currently grappled, and someone has a dagger pressed into your stomach. What are you gonna do?
She is going. I'm going to. She says, "No, there's no need for that, Chrissy. Hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on." And I'm trying to find it, make it work, but it's not anywhere on here. Hold on. I'm trying to bring it up. Where'd it go?
It knew you wanted it, so it hid.
Didn't she get that ability? Or did she not get that ability?
Well, what ability are you talking about?
Why am I thinking? It's been a while, but I thought she could hold someone. Maybe I'm wrong.
Entangle or hold person or something?
Yeah, but I thought it was hold. But no, she was charm. She got. Well, that ain't working.
You can always try.
In that case,
charming.
That doesn't
She
work
said-
in combat situations anyway.
Yeah, I know. I said, well, that's what I said. That ain't working. So she goes, hold on. Just there's no need for that. Just give me a moment.
Yes.
So yeah, please blow her off the rooftop.
And like she's
Towards
holding her
supposed to
hand
be
up,
nice.
and she lifts her hand, like both hands, like she's like, and then she just kind of puffs the thunderwave spores. She's just, and that was supposed to be at like the top level power. I don't know if it worked.
Second level, yeah.
I need to quickly
Yeah.
check something.
So DC 14 Constitution.
So she's like putting her hands to her head, like hold on, and then boom.
Oh, thank God, I don't need
Sideways.
to finger that anymore, do I? Don't need to whisper to GM.
No, you don't. You don't need to whisper your rolls to me anymore.
My God, you
Cool,
could
that
people.
concept.
Are you playing her this whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I kept
My
saying.
gosh.
That's why I kept over narrating and buying time for rolls. I was waiting for Seth.
No word of a lie.
Deceptions.
No word of a lie. Did not see that coming at all. Masterfully played.
Yes, amazing. Not even a clue.
You gloriously malicious bastards, I love you.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just curious what's going to happen when someone has their arms wrapped around someone and then you thunderwave them. That's what I'm really curious about.
The least of their problems.
I would like. A successful save, they take half as much damage. So take what was it?
The 8.
7, we round down. So
7
7
round
points
down.
of
Okay.
thunder damage. I would like you to make me a strength check to see if you're able to still hold on to Mads. Yeah,
And a constitution
managed to
check.
keep a hold of her. Rascal, would you be so kind as to make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, shit.
Okay. Thunder, wave, dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I was
you're
pointed at
watching-
her!
You can see your beloved holding up their hands, going, hold on, and she just kind of looks at you and starts giving the wiggly eyebrows that she's up to something. So you manage to brace yourself in time as she erupts in just the shockwave of thunder. Tiles break, rafters shriek and groan. The chimney pot beside you cracks and shifts. The brace is cracked. The tiles under your feet start to slide away, but you manage to quickly lean forward and dig your little claws into the top of the roof. Luckily, you don't fall the 40 feet from the roof.
Yeah, Rascal knew what to expect. He's used to Mads erupting thunder
Yes.
around him.
Sadly, however,
Question.
she is still grappled, and lights are now starting to turn on in houses around. A few came on with the shrieking of the bird. Now more are.
Can I ask what building we're on top of? What is this?
That's the carpenters.
I just picture the Carpenters family like looking up at the roof and going, "Storm's coming." Just like frost beams and thunder waves and feet, and then they're just like, "Yep."
Well, that sailed under the radar, didn't it?
Oh, Dennis, you wish you could do that.
Yes.
I
do.
I'm also going to ask the GM before you do anything else. There's one more thing I need to ask the GM that's important.
Yes.
Probably that not all of us should know, given the.
There you go. Can I do that, Jernus?
I'm looking at the wrong screen for whispers. Yeah, sure, you can say that.
Okay, then Mads looks over at Ali and goes, "Okay, for real, I surrender now."
Then tell me
Sorry, go on, Seth.
where the stone is. Then tell me where the stone is.
Nervous laughter in response.
Yes, that's just.
Distressed druid noises.
Yes.
Vizan, you can see that your family member is now being held at knife point by this person. You can actually roll me a perception check.
That would be my delight because, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Perception. Boop. Boop.
White hair, blue skin, Chrissy? That can't be Alia. Looks like her though.
So for basically about a second or two, just like everybody else, all the players, you see Vizan just blue screen. Because, okay, that's a thing. Would it take an action or anything to me to turn to Nola and ask, would it take time to ask Nola Is there anything you can do to help me get up there?
Just go ahead and do that, sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
The,
Nola can't really respond until her turn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I would like to, if... Okay, so this is my question. Depending on her response, can I hold my action? The action would be to move 30 feet and try, and fail probably, to climb up here.
Okay. You can hold an action, you can't hold your movement.
Okay. Okay, in that case, I'm just going to use my 30 feet to get over there, and we will see what happens. Yeah, screw it. No, okay, never mind. 30 feet, and I'm going to use my action to at least attempt to climb up.
Roll athletics.
Sure.
Oh no.
Okay. You go over to the side of the building, you put your hand on a bit of the moulding, you put your foot on the windowsill. As you start to lever up your weight, you pull the moulding off the wall, and your foot cracks the windowsill and slams down onto the ground. You now have a chunk of wood in your hand, and there's a broken windowsill in front of you. And a light just
You
turns
know
on that
you
room
have
in
to
the window.
replace that.
You do realise he is going to tear this entire building down if he needs to.
Good.
Yeah.
That's his turn. He's annoyed.
I mean, they're gonna shove the bill on us anyway, so.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
I'm
next
just like,
up, Hunter,
I'm just
make
like-
me a perception check.
legit in shock that Ali is managing to have saved all the dice rolls she ever used for this encounter.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Hunter,
Climbing walls. Sorry, go ahead.
you see Alia. This is that bitch you knew, but she looks manic. She's got a huge grin on her face. She's also threatening your friend with a knife.
Yeah, to her tummy.
And you know what they've been trying to do.
So, on the trois. And she's higher now, but you know what? I'm still gonna take a shot at her.
Always Hunter's marker now.
I don't have Hunter's Mark.
Shit, I do. And I'm downstairs.
Yeah, what were you doing, Ashworth?
I should have gotten on the roof.
Your husband has
No.
told me to go down. Stairs.
Yeah.
That's always follows that instruction.
Unfortunately, Rascal doesn't know enough about rangers in universe to know to spell Hunter's Mark by name, so.
Okay. Oh no. Alright. Luckily a low severity. You're thrown by seeing this person you know to be dead. Confusion, annoyance, mostly frustration that you're pulled away from your nice warm bed. You quickly draw your bow, but you fumble it. The arrow comes loose before you could fully aim, and it thunks into the tiles between the thief's feet after going through Mad's legs.
You're offering me.
What's that, D?
The arrow went between Mag's legs, and she was like, "You're all threatening me."
Oh, God.
Just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get me.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's perfectly normal paranoia. Everyone in the universe has got that.
Would you like to move, Hunter?
I already did.
Oh, did you? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's you, we'll move on to Nula.
And first of all, in response to Vizan's question, Nola goes, "Go, Captain, go! Go, Captain, go! Go, Captain."
Yeah.
Play of the
That
game
kind of
done.
thing.
Done. Play of the game done right there. That's it.
It's just as well. It's just as well that Nola, bless her sweet heart, if she has a heart, that she doesn't see the expression on Vizan's face at that as he's trying to go up the wall. Bless her.
Yeah,
Of course,
really-
Nola has
yeah,
a heart. She's normal.
I really
course.
wish Alia has levity as an innate spell casting thing.
Nola's so normal, she has 2 hearts! Beat that!
Give me just one sec. Yeah.
And in any case, for lack of other good options, she would love to use Minor Illusion, but it's not in range, so Frostbite is once more.
Okay. Frostbite.
So gonna hit. Mad.
Could you make me a Constitution saving throw, please, Alia?
Okay, Constitution. Sorry.
Damn.
Sadly, she saves. Question: aren't you resistant to frost damage?
No, I am not.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough.
I
Good
can't.
to know.
I can
Die.
basically, I can go without breathing,
Oh.
and I can levitate.
Oh,
Water-
we're going to put that to the test.
Well,
Alia's
8 people
bounced.
tried, and they drowned.
they used
why
the
you had
wrong
such a
liquid to
bad
submerge you
reputation.
in. There is a kiln not too far from here that has your name on it now.
Nola, any movement or bonus actions?
Just movement, just getting to the wall.
You still have Expeditious Retreat, so you can use your bonus action to get up.
Oh! I forgot, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Do I get all the way up to the top?
We'll see how you do on your athletics check.
Also, I should have done it at the start of the round.
This is bullshit.
Okay.
Oh my god, my poor
You
baby.
run up and you go to reach for the molding that Vizan had earlier on, but you glance over and you see the bull just glaring at the wood in his hand as you hear it start to crack and splinter, and you're like, if I attempt to climb up this wall, he's probably going to kill me. I'm just going to stay down here.
Salad.
Go, Bison, go.
Oh, shit.
Rascal!
Hi! So yeah, Rascal's gonna swing his lute around and he's gonna strum. Bum 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 ba bum ba 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 and cast sleep at level 2. I was saving this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that's 31 hit points. If Isla has that or lower,
That-
she is unconscious.
Yeah, she's unconscious.
Good!
You watch as
Oh.
she kind
Okay.
of looks at you with almost a sneer, as if to say, yeah, that's really not going to work out. Matt,
Right, we have-
you feel
what?
the
Is-
grip
is
on your
combat-
chest start to ease up as you feel a
Is-
pressure on your shoulder as Alia's chin just kind of rests and her wit is starting to lean on you. Do you catch her or do you step away and let her flump to the ground?
Mads, you mean?
Yep.
She first catches her, and she looks to Rascal, and there's unspoken communication there, sending the message to Rascal.
Mhm.
I'm trying to anyway, it won't let me.
You're currently
There it is.
typing. Typity.
Her face is unmistakable to
Yeah.
I would assume to Rascal, unless you want me to do perception stuff. It's clear what could happen, and she's looking at her hubby and shaking.
It's your choice, Jonas. I could roll an insight, or you could just let me know what she's trying to tell me.
I would like Mads to roll a performance against Rascal's insight.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's not. She's.
Because I will remind you, you have known each other all of 6 days!
Yeah.
What a 6 days it's been!
I can smell it
Yeah.
from over here, and I'm all the way on the other end of the street.
22!
Yeah, you get the impression of what she's after.
Yeah, he jabs his thumb in this direction. As in,
And-
it that way.
Mads gives all her strength and to hold up and a second. That should be a second level.
Okay.
This. Oh no! This whichever way's closest to the ground, like this way actually.
Alright.
I'd
So-
say more this way.
That,
Whichever, yeah.
So
You really want to be thrown to the ground, eh, Alia?
shuffle around and cast
She's unconscious.
Thunder Wave. It's an automatic
Don't.
fail because Alia is having a nap.
Don't
So
threaten
she
my children.
is thrown 10 feet away, which is off the edge of the roof. First off,
And can I also, sorry, before
You
you do
take-
anything else, can I, sorry.
she takes 7 points of thunder damage, which wakes her up.
Yeah.
Alia, you are falling. Make me a dexterity save with disadvantage.
Dexterity disadvantage.
Sorry, everybody, it's what Mads would do.
A 6.
You have to throw
Okay.
it that way.
Your hand shoots out automatically to grab at the roof beside you. Unfortunately, that's the roof that Mads previously broke with her thunder wave. Also, Mads, the roof you're on is now destroyed. No intact shingles. Well done. Alia falls to the ground and takes...
Before we do that, would I be able to cast Levitate? Or
Is it a reaction?
What's
yeah.
the... Is it a reaction?
just says it's an ability cast trait once with
You have to look up the spell, won't you? I will look that up for you. Levitate!
While
don't
you're
think
doing
Levitate
that,
is a
can I... I'm sending you a message, Ernest, because
Yeah,
there
it's
is a
action,
specific thing.
unfortunately.
I'm
There
afraid
is a
it an
specific
action.
thing she's doing.
Not a
Sorry.
reaction, so you wouldn't be able to do that. You then take, upon crashing down onto the ground, you take an additional 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, D, I would like to
knocked out.
clarify. Rascal wanted her dead too, but he was hoping the big angry Minotaur man would do the job.
Well, I don't think Mads even knows he's there.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure Rascal would have heard him though.
Did you get my message, Ernest? Because I don't want anything to be messed up by what she's doing. She is, yeah, that is the full intent.
Alia is now in a heap, bleeding on the ground, unconscious.
Good.
Mads, how do you want to follow her down?
How far up is it?
It's about 40 feet.
Oh, shiza. Then in that case, she's gonna go to the edge of the roof. And is there any way for her to get down there safely? Can she shimmy? Can she do something else? She wants to get down there,
You
and she's
can-
not really thinking about her safety.
Ryan climbed down with an athletics check.
Oh,
I have to ask, is combat over for now?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
okay.
So free movement.
And Mad,
So while
Cool.
this is
Man.
happening up at the roof, what are Hunter, Ashward, Bing, Vizan, and Nola doing?
On the roof, so
I believe we would all have heard the crash, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I Vizan, for the moment, it's like I think he's still focused on trying to get up because in his from this position, he can't see what's happening. As far as he's aware, his family member is still being threatened by a traitor. So he's desperately trying to get up.
In
So,
your
important question.
scramble to get down, you grab a loose shingle, it slides out, and you crash 40 feet to the ground and take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Please
That
tell
mad?
me you have more HP.
Is that Mads?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4,
You're
5,
right.
6, 7, 8.
In a bleeding heap next to Alia.
But you know what? She's climbing on top of Alia. She is climbing on top of Alia in a way that may be familiar to Vizan if he's seen it before.
Well, I don't
I'm
think
at
he
the other
can
end of the
see her.
building.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
you're
no,
on
no.
top
I
of the
mean,
building.
when he comes round.
Yeah.
You would have heard a crashing noise from the other side of the building.
She doesn't
Right.
seem to be caring about the fact that she's bleeding. She is giggling and tipping her head side to side, looking down at Alia, drooling a little bit. Poison
Okay.
drool.
Please make me a death saving throw.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm taking charge here.
Yes.
Hop!
Yeah.
Hop! Hop! Hop!
Okay, that's one fail.
Everyone, it seems certain people know how to fly.
I would just say, well, the thing I was going to go for, but the scene kept going and going and going, is that Rascal would have like basically peered over, seen his companions trying to climb up, and they just hopped on their heads to get down.
You know, that's
I
canon.
want
I'm
you to
absolutely
make
going
me
to allow
a
that.
dexterity save for that. And whose head
Yeah.
did you jump on?
Well, Vizan's, of course.
Yes, 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 yes.
Vizan.
What?
Okay, you
Is-
manage, Vizan, as you are glaring at this thing, you feel just a little tiny shard of shingle just kind of bounce off your snout. You look up just in time to see the claws and tail of a little kobold as it lands on your head and snout and forces your head down to the point where you almost smack into the side of the building as you feel the little claws dig into your skin as he uses you as a springboard to jump off. You take 1 point of slashing damage
Okay.
as you turn and see that little red bastarding tail disappear around the corner.
Otherwise known as a
Okay.
day ending in Y for Mads.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, yeah, I would be. Again, there's like half a B of just like blink, blink, and then I'm just like tailing straight after him.
Rascal, there is a very angry Minotaur chasing you now.
That's fine.
Is I thought she. What? Can someone explain to me what the fuck has been going on?
Well, the
It's
only way we
Isla,
can-
it's
Yep.
Isla,
Found
she's
it.
a bitch, she wanted the stone, she friended my onboard child, she's fucking dead.
Yeah, yeah. I want her eyes. Both of them. She's gonna lose her eyes first.
And we don't find out who sent her or who she
Jennifer
didn't.
killed! Jennifer killed! She told us that herself!
Stop
Yes.
shouting!
Mads is taking her dagger and holding it over Alia's eye. The non-crystal one.
Well,
going-
well. She
Shaking.
looks almost dead. I mean, but if
I
we
want her awake when she's blind.
if we want to have information,
She can give us information without her eyes.
she cannot give us information if she's dead. However,
For his part. Sorry. After you, Hunter. After you.
Well, first, I got a 6 on my athletics, so I'm assuming I'm face planted on the ground.
Sadly, yes. You saw Mads fall, so you decide to be a little bit more careful. So you try to grab onto what you think is solid ground, but Mads really fucked up this roof. There's nothing stable here anymore, and you slip and fall. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Mads takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage as Hunter lands on top of you.
Well,
Okay, Mads is
After-
two-thirds dead now. Just to give you all a heads up, he looks like
Hey.
hell.
Well,
well, then,
we should take care of our former friend after all.
Rascal,
has
sweetie,
one-
I'm having
I-
problems.
From
tie
what we
her
know,
up
she has-
first.
Rascal, sweetie, I'm having problems.
Yeah,
Well.
you and me both.
We are-
Tell me
are-
what to do. Tell me what to do.
I'll let Ashford handle it. He sure wants to.
Sometimes even I have to do things. And yes, someone needs to be roped up.
Mads,
Tied
Mads
up.
like lowers her dagger. She is shaking. I'm going to do a wisdom save because
Mad.
she's about to have a fucking breakdown.
Hmm.
Somebody threatened her babies.
Mm.
She breathes down. And she goes, "I assume that's a success enough that I could have her chill for a moment."
Yep.
Yeah, she can't. She's like, "Okay, yeah, tie her up. What if she has one of those things?" And then she like throws her hand down and makes a little like pantomime of smoke, and then looking around like, "Where'd she go?"
I know.
She's not going
I was going to roll a d20 because
anywhere,
everyone calls the
Madeline.
character shape.
She's like swaying back and forth. waving
Right,
her
Dan, you
hands.
don't
Here
happen to
is
have a
what
rope
is
on
going
you.
to happen now. With the adrenaline of the fight now fading, you start to realize you can hear alarm bells. You realize that you've been hearing these bells for a little bit.
Yeah.
You hear people shouting and you hear rattling from the streets around. And Ashward, you feel a shingle just kind of crack off your shoulder. It's a little piece, it doesn't do any damage, but as you look up, you see the
Griffin riders.
beaked maw of a griffin looking down, as well as an armored individual looking over as well. They
I was
grip
I was
and
hoping
shout,
you would arrive.
"Hold it there! Stay where you are!" And because I don't have a griffin token, I'm just going to use these people. With,
We know.
I'm just going to give them the flying icon to say that they have.
Why did Rascal disappear over here?
Because he got upset and needed to cool down.
Another
Mads
griffin
is like,
lands on this roof as well. As a
Oh.
The
third.
moment the riders show up, there's a little bit of silent swearing under the breath, and then Vizan pulls out the Inquisitor's badge. "Oh, officers, I'm so glad you're here. We arrested this individual. Would you please cordon off the area? Make sure
She's gonna-
nobody leaves."
she's gonna escape.
Captain Vizan, if you would be so kind as to restrict her.
She's
With
gonna
pleasure.
escape.
I have 50 feet of rope, and Peach is very good with rope.
It's not enough. She's gonna escape.
Madeline?
Madeline is shaking. She's
Yeah.
really shook up.
Mr. Skyreach, your wife needs you.
That you stay
And
right where you are. Hey, you kobold!
He
I'm a little detained.
Literally, I would like you to make me a dexterity saving check.
Oh no!
he had been of assistance
As you
to
turn to run away, this guard who was approaching you and had opened her mouth to speak, you turned and started to run. They grabbed you by the scruff of the neck and they are now holding you. Stay right where you are.
Do either of us see this?
I
You would
see
hear the
this
shouting.
barely.
Oh dear. Would you please hold on one moment? Peach. Shit.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but Peach is going to hand the rope to Ashwood, and he's going to try and defuse the situation. Would that be permissible?
You can try.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to head over here. The badge is out, and right in front it said, "Officer, it's quite all right. This is Mr. Skyreach. He's an associate. His business was attacked. He's just a little bit stressed. His wife was attacked."
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why don't you put that sword away and we'll have a little chat? And she gently puts Rascal down, but doesn't release her grip from you.
So was that directed at Rascal? Because Rascal doesn't actually... Oh wait, he does have his sword drawn. He stabbed Isla with it. Yeah, he'll shoot his weapon.
They were actually saying that to Vizan, but yeah, you have your sword out as well.
Oh, that too!
Is still on top of Alia? Because that's what she got.
Well,
Pretty
Matt,
much.
I think you can get off of her.
Hmm.
I know you are afraid that she's doing something stupid, but she's got her eyes closed. Don't think she'll fly off anywhere.
Vizan might notice her head is swaying back and forth in a very specific way, and she's looking down at Alia.
She's
Cobra-
over here.
She's Cobra swaying. Anybody who's seen it knows that she does that when she kills someone.
Okay, can I please attend to my wife? She appears to be in a bad way.
Alright. This guard basically motions for you to walk forward, but still walks with you.
Okay.
Whereas this guard walks up to Vizan, and basically, you still holding out your badge?
Absolutely, and of course the sword is away.
Okay. And he just comes over and he basically clicks his fingers and motions for the badge.
Of course. The most polite, charming smile. Again, my back is to the situation. Shit.
Mads, sweetie.
Huh? Yeah.
Kobold, your koboldy boy just hugs around you as tightly as he can.
She reaches up and hugs him and stops swaying her head and says, "She's going to escape. She's going to escape. She's going to come back. She's going to invade our nest. She's going to kill our children. She's going to eat our babies."
Just give me the stone. Zenith, I won't bother you if you just give me the stone.
You can shut your fucking mouth.
Oh,
She looks at
I
the
think that's
guards and
enough of that.
she looks at the
Oh,
guards and she
yes,
literally
try.
says, "Sorry, go ahead."
I would suggest you try slitting my throat again.
None of that's
Mad
gonna
look-
happen. I'm gonna have to ask you to step away, ma'am.
She threatened my babies. You don't understand. She threatened my baby. She's like still on top of her, and she's like, she didn't. She let go of her arms being on her. She's sitting up, straddling her, and hugging, from a seated position, hugging Rascal, which is physically possible. And
Mads.
and she's like looks at the guards and says, "She's good at living. She's good at escaping. She's gonna come back and she's gonna eat my babies. She's an egg thief."
Mads.
You're gonna have to control yourself, and if you do not get up this instant, we are gonna have to remove you from this person by force.
I
She
would
nods and-
actually
she nods
advise
and-
against that.
She nods and gets up and
She gets-
moves over here and says, I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. I don't know what to do."
Sweetie, I know exactly how you feel. I wish we could, do the bitch in, but we are not in a position to do that.
I'm so excited and scared at the same time.
Call that stress.
Witnesses!
No.
Everyone's stressed out of their minds with concern for their unborn children. Neither of them are in their right mind right now. The only reason they're not killing Alia is because you're all going to kick a fit about it. And the guards. We don't have a choice, but gods, we wish we could.
She says, "You'll have to guard her with 10 times the guards. 10 times. She's too dangerous. She gets away."
Also, I would presume that she had been working with the Xanathar Guild before, and thereby she would have been a spy of theirs.
Yeah, right.
And that's why she can't just be caught.
Oh,
She'll get away and she'll get back. Some powerful man will write something on a piece of paper and then they'll say, "Now you work for us." Or Rascal, I don't know.
Alia is just going to
Father
get to her feet
officer,
and kind
what
of steady
is-
herself against the wall.
what is again the sentence for
Mads,
treason or espionage?
Mads
I think-
drops
I
to her
think
knees and
You'll need to
Sorry.
be quiet right now.
Oh.
You, this boy here points to Mads and then points towards this wall. I want you over there, and I need you to calm down.
I'm scared. She says, "I'm really scared. I'm sorry. She came into my nest. And I'm with child. And
Then you need to calm down.
He's right, sweetie. It's not gonna do any good for our kids.
are they all gentleman guards from the look of things, or is there any like lady presenting guards?
The one currently holding onto Rascal's collar appears to be a woman. The others, they're wearing they
Too much
appear
armor
be
to see.
male. This one up here
Yeah.
appears to be female, but
Okay,
she's
thank
currently
you.
surveying the area.
And she actually would say out. She would say, "Anyone who can be with child, I would understand." And then she shakes, and then she kneels and moves to hold on tight to Rascal because the energy's coming down now.
Well, it's mutual. He's just gonna engulf her as best he can and just cling onto her for dear life. Let's just get right to the point.
I just wanted to hold on. I just wanted to have Coco and a sleepover.
Yeah, me too. I just wanted a nice, quiet night for a change, but we can't have that at all.
Our nest isn't safe. Why didn't Penfold make our nest safe?
Because we thought we could trust her. Looks like we misplaced our trust in you. Back when
You
you were
can't trust anyone in
alive.
this city.
You're
Oh,
wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Things will happen. Rascal. Oh. And and her voice is changing, and she says, this isn't good. This is really bad.
and here I thought we could be friends.
Friend. I was assigned to babysit you by this shithole of a city.
Yes,
That
and
is the simple truth of it.
then you decided to fuck off, get your throat slit, make everyone believe you're dead, and instead decide to work with them. Is that about the story that that happened?
Pretty much, but I found out certain facts I was never made aware of by the people
Like?
in charge. Like the fact
Like?
that my father was a traitor.
Yes.
He
She
deserved
doesn't get to... Sorry, go ahead.
He deserved his. He sold my mother into slavery.
Hmm.
Guards?
And
She doesn't get to speak. Someone punch her.
at this point, she
I'm
actually
not gonna
glares.
ask you to calm down.
She actually
Oh.
glares
You
at
too?
the guard.
The guard points at Ashford and Alia.
Oh.
I'm gonna need you to stop this little soapbox drama. You, she points to Ashford and Hunter, I want you over by that wall. Now.
You best hold on to her.
Yeah, she's gonna run.
No, she's gonna try to float away.
Something.
And
Please
what
don't
was that
let her
it-
get away.
This one approaches Alia and crouches down and starts looking you over. And you notice him mutter a few words as he touches your boot. Alia, you get...
Before he does that, she basically just goes, "Touch me and I'll break your arm."
He looks at you, maintains eye contact, and just touches your boot.
Yes!
You feel the pain, your body's racked with pain because you just fell off a 3-story building. You feel slightly better as the 3 arrows are pushed out of your body by healing flesh as you get 8 points of health back. I think you better calm down, miss, until we figure out what's going on here. Obviously, you seem to have gotten yourself into a bit of a scrape. Meanwhile,
Would
Vaizan,
someone...
you have
Hello.
a few moments to try and disarm the situation. What do you say?
That's a very good question. Well, you see, officers, I was just coming to visit some friends. I heard a little bit of a ruckus, and then I saw that individual, I point back to Alia, running across the rooftops, being chased by my associates. She brandished a knife and attacked Lady Madeline over there, rather surprisingly as well. We were led to believe that she had been murdered. I'm not too sure. And basically, not to go over it too much, he's going to try and explain from his point of view the whole thing with the Xanathar Guild, how his job is to hunt down any members of the Xanathar Guild and interrogate them on behalf of the city.
Okay. I would like you to roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Well, that would be an absolute delight. Persuasion with advantage. Okay.
Okay. Just let me quickly roll for these guys. They look at you as you explain. Look at your badge and the letter of credentials that you gave them.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of look at each other and do the seems legit shrug. They hand you back your papers. There was the word saying. And they basically motion for you to walk towards the group as they follow behind you.
Of course.
Let's see if we can get you sorted out, yeah?
I appreciate you, officer. Thank you so much. And
I-
as he's walking down towards this entire shit show, he's got a look of very calm smile, like do, but in his eyes there's just smoldering fucking nuclear fury.
You and me both, Captain. You and me both.
Okay.
Mm.
As you approach, you notice coming from the opposite alleyway is a short halfling fellow that you do recognize. It is the investigator Barnabas.
Ah, Mr. Barnabas.
Barnabas Blastwind. As he rounds the corner, he looks a little disheveled. It looks like he's hastily thrown on some clothes and bed-messed hair. His glasses are slightly askew as he's quickly combing himself and making himself try and look presentable. What seems to be going on here? I heard a ruckus in the alarms, and I knew something was going on in this direction.
We have
Okay,
someone
entire
back.
circus.
As you say that, you see Barnabas stiffen and turn to look in Alia's direction, and he looks like he's seen a ghost. It's just like, what? But
You knew what my father did, and you and everyone in this stinking fucking city kept it from me.
Alia, I do not believe this is the time or place to discuss such things. What is going on?
You and this entire fucking city used me. At least the Xanathar are fucking honest about using me.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. But what is going on?
At this point, Vaizan's going to step forward. Mr. Barnabas, I think I might be able to shed some light on the situation. And again, very briefly give the exact word-for-word thing that he just said to the other two guards, which is essentially the truth.
I see. So after everything, Alia, everything we gave you, you decided to turn to a life of crime anyway.
No, I wanted revenge. No way out of this stinking city.
He waves his
I
hand.
would burn the city to the fucking ground if I could.
Do we have to listen to her endless prattling?
He waves his hand, and just as Alia starts to say, burn the city to the fuck... Her mouth is moving. You can see the spittle and the fury of her words, but she is silent.
Does Mads hear all this going down?
Oh yeah, but...
And she sees Barnabas, right?
Yep.
And she knows him by first and last name, I assume?
Yep.
Hey, what?
She looks over and...
He motions to the guard who accompanied him. She approaches. These two step aside, and this one basically just starts restraining Alia, putting on
And
manacles
to be
and
honest,
pulling
he
her to
was-
her feet.
While that's happening, Mads...
As we do that,
Sorry.
Alia places her hand over her stomach. And I've not got a character sheet open.
Are you really trying to do what I think you're doing?
Does Mads see that? The stomach thing?
1 second.
Hmm.
The fuck are you up to?
What are you
Hold
trying
on.
to do?
That's thrown. So re-throw it for. Actually, we go with the original. She's basically impaling herself.
Okay.
Alright.
Or trying to, anyway.
Before that happens,
Damage.
can Mads say, don't let her, she's trying to escape!
She
No,
is in a way.
The actual one was 15 because that was a ranged attack, not a close,
Fair enough.
not melee. So 15 she failed.
Let's see how quick the reactions of this guard who's hanging over you is. Alright. So, you glare around and you start to make the motions. This guard, however, recognizes the arcane motions of what you're about to do, and she just grabs your hand as the psychic blade forms. You don't manage to impale yourself. You do, however, cut your stomach. The clothes, your armor around your stomach gets sliced open, and you just barely nick yourself as this guard just throws you to the ground and pulls your arms behind your back and continues to restrain you. This guard jumps in as well to hold you down. You do 1 point of slashy damage to yourself.
Mads, and can I have Mads react, because there's been something she's been wanting to do this whole time.
What is it you want to do?
She wants to look to Barnabas and say, Barnabas? And she's staring at Alia while she says it, then she looks from Barnabas to Alia. Barnabas?
Yes, my dear
She's
lady.
asking. She held a knife to my babies. And Alia? And then, and this is after I assume that what Alia just tried to do. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
And then, could Mads tell she was trying to kill herself?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Yeah. Oh, of course, her best stat.
Do it with disadvantage because you're still all worked up.
Yeah. It's not working. Hold on.
Yeah.
She tried to attack you again!
Yeah. Yeah. She says, she tried to kill my babies. I'm with child, and she tried to kill my babies. She held a knife. She broke into my nest. She broke into my nest, and she tried to kill my babies.
Did she threaten, or did she actually attempt it?
She attempted it. She was cutting me. She had a knife. She had the knife, and she was behind me and holding me, and look at me. She looks up and down because Mads isn't really sure right now what injury is what. She was like running on crazy town time when she was doing all that. She was not like in her right mind.
Barnabas looks you over. He can see you've got a few scratches in your arms. You've got the tiny bead of blood just above your clavicle, but doesn't appear to be any wounds around your stomach. Barnabas acknowledges you holding up your hand, Vizen.
Mr. Barnabas.
She's talking to me. She's talking to me. No, really. She's saying things in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Make her stop.
Yeah, Isla can do that. Hey, cut it out, you harlot!
Mr. Barnabas, first of all, do you mind if I render this individual unconscious?
I believe we've got her under control now for the moment. As you look over,
He's torturing my wife!
Alia has now been blindfolded, and she still has the silent spell on. Alia, any spells that require visual or audible components, you can no longer do.
Okay.
I
hope this will be sufficient so she does not contact any associates she may have.
Maz just breaks down and starts crying.
Yeah. I would say, again, at this point, Peachy actually just gets over to here, and he's got, like, one hand... He's almost like one hand trying to, comfort Mads and everything, but the other hand is to Barnabas, or rather pointing at Alia. Mr. Barnabas, I can confirm that whether or not there was actual physical damage, the former officer there was absolutely threatening this woman's, not her life, but the life of her unborn children. I give you my word that that's what I saw.
Yeah, I can kind of back them up on this.
See, Barnabas just strokes his little goatee. Half in thought, half to make it neat because it's all scraggly over the place. He looks around and nods. He looks up to the Griffin Riders and just waves them off. They hesitate for a moment, but then they fly to continue their patrol. He looks around the guards and says, "Don't worry, I'll take responsibility for this. I know these people, I know them to be trustworthy, and the Inquisitor here seems to be on top of matters. You can disperse, we'll take care of the prisoner."
Kill, escape, do something more. This isn't enough.
Guards kind of nods and they start heading off. This one kind of leans in and just kind of pats Mads on the shoulder, and you just hear her whisper, "Just think of the baby. It's nice and safe. You just need to stay calm."
Mads nods. You understand, don't you?
I've got 2 little ones myself. Don't worry. Yeah?
She nods. She nods.
She
Why didn't Penfold keep us...
pats the back of your hand and gives you a little squeeze, and then gets up.
Mads nods. And then she looks over at Rascal and says, "Why didn't Penfold keep us safe? Why?"
We thought she was trustworthy.
Who? Penfold's a boy. Isn't he?
We thought she was dead.
I'm talking about Chrissy.
Oh, okay.
What Ashwood is trying to convey is that Alia would have been allowed by the security system in, and yeah.
Oh.
We didn't change that, did we?
Janice, is that what you meant?
To be fair, we thought she was dead. So,
always change your locks, kids. Especially when there's an insane Minotaur on your list.
Hi, Vizzy.
Right, so, are we on our own now?
No, Mr. Barnabas is right here with us.
Yes.
I would recommend that you take your group inside. We've got a little bit of, he glances up at the shattered roof, cleaning up to do. Don't worry.
I was trying to escape.
4 good men over there, and myself will make sure she gets what she deserves.
I'm sorry about the roof. I did what I had to do.
Mads, you have nothing to apologize for.
Mr. Barnabas, would you want my assistance in this matter? I confess I was... How do I put this? I was somewhat motivated in my recent work for the city to avenge the death of a former compatriot. I would very much like to ensure that Officer Zafira is... Well, you're a competent man, of course, and the guards are competent, but I am very aware of the things she can do. I would feel a little more comfortable if I was at least involved in some way in extracting information. With your supervision, of course.
I do appreciate the offer, Captain Vizan. I've been made aware of your skill set.
Oh, good.
Something we can perhaps pursue in the morning. Right now, we're going to take her to a mage-proof cell. We'll see how things go from there.
I was in one of those. It's nice.
Not the one we're going to. But for now, you all seem a little jittery, and you appear to be holding half a building in your hand. Why don't you calm down, and we'll discuss things in the morning.
Of course, sir. Vizan gives a very polite bow, drops the brick, the masonry, and just again, very polite, calm, customer service smile, and waits for him to leave.
Rascal, I need to sleep.
Barnabas nods, looks around the party, and says, "Well, as always, you're proving yourself very useful to the City Watch. But for now, why don't you go home, relax, and perhaps maybe see a healer attends to Lady Madeline, just to ensure
of course.
that there is no issues there."
Peachy turns around at that, and I will tell you how much you get, but he's basically going to give you the full lay on hands. Yeah, that's 20 points.
Oh, then she looks almost back to normal.
Bing is going to give her a quick look over.
After the 20 points, she's only missing 2 hit points, so she looks pretty darn good. And then she does say, "Also, Barnabas,
Yes?
do you have a way to protect a window?"
You can get bars?
Rest assured, Lady Madeline, I will stand by the window. You have
We
my
need
word.
something to protect the window. That's how she got in. That's how she came.
Well, if I heard correctly, you said you had a mage that enchanted your home?
Yes,
You could speak with him and
yes.
alter the enchantment.
Rascal,
can-
let's go see Penfold now.
Might I...
assume that you asked for this enchantment when he glances over his shoulder. She was part of your troop, so therefore he would have considered her an ally and a friend in the enchantment.
Mads nods.
Peachy puts his hand up again respectfully. Lady Madeline, Mr. Skyreach, perhaps Mr. I believe it was Natkin, Mr. Grumbletoes, and Miss Swiftpaw. I'm very sorry. What was your name, my dear? Looking over at Nola.
Nola?
A pleasure to meet you. Perhaps they should go and have a brief conversation with Penfold about the security arrangements, and I will escort you both to somewhere more secure within the tavern.
Safest place would probably be the wine cellar.
Let's go, Mads. I mean, let's go, Rascal. Are you okay to go, Rascal? Are you all right?
Good evening, everyone. Barnabas just kind of nods and walks back over.
Can Mads see Allie over here?
Yeah, she's pretty much flanked now by 4 guards.
Eat shit forever, Alia. And then she like turns around. Okay, let's go.
Now the question is, does the rest of the group, or rather more importantly, does Rascal agree with that particular splitting of the party? Does anyone want to keep an eye on Mads and the obviously troubled Rascal? And do they
Bingy's
want to
going.
let the morally flexible Minotaur alone with them?
I would prefer
No,
if,
Bing is going to stay with him because he's basically a doctor. So
Okay.
I am going to stay because I'm not abandoning my units.
I want time alone with Rascal. Let's go,
I
okay?
understand that, but well, I'm
Oh,
pretty
wow.
good with medicine. I'm pretty good with medicine, and you have me, Captain Bizan and Ashwood here. So
Then help
we'll-
Rascal. He's not talking.
Right.
Are you okay, Rascal? Talk to me, please.
I literally can't think. My head is killing me. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what to do. Why did you let me kill her? Why, oh why did you let me kill her? She will
Too
find a
many
way out.
witnesses. Too many witnesses, and we didn't have the time. Trust me, if we had been able to get that evil bitch within the tavern. He then blinks and looks over his shoulder at Nola. Hello. And then just looks back to Rascal. Trust me, if I get a chance to interview her later, we will see what happens.
Well,
I was
Sure.
trying to be good, Rascal. I was trying to be a hero like you.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure that dying was what she was aiming for.
yes.
I'm sorry
fairly
if I made a
certain-
mistake, Rascal. I'm sorry if I messed up.
Mads,
Mads, please don't torture yourself over worrying about what's right or wrong right now. I don't think there was a right or wrong answer to this situation. What was right was letting her live and be taken in by the guards, but that doesn't feel good, does it?
So,
No.
oh,
I assume these are walking back towards the tavern.
Toward Penfolds.
even though he's closed up shop, but I'm fairly certain he's up.
Mads
He
is going to
will
knock
be.
on the door. Mads is going to knock hard on the door.
Okay.
While we're walking, and Mads, yeah, we're not sleeping on our own tonight. I think
No.
we'd all better stay pretty close together.
No, I don't want to be alone that way. I just want some private time with you at some point. But yeah, in a protected space. And she's like holding her stomach and saying, I'm
Breathe,
She keeps
breathe,
saying,
sweetie. We gotta breathe. We'll take it
Yeah.
one moment at a time.
You're so strong, Rascal. You're so commanding.
I'm just doing my best. Truthfully, I'm no better
Everything-
off than you are right now.
Hey,
Ra-
what's going
Rascal.
on?
Everything you do is the best. We need Penfold. We need Penfold right now.
Could you
You see
please
the
wait
an
for your
emergency.
father?
You look up and you see the window on the upper floor is open, and you see little Cyril leaning out. He's got like a little nightgown on. He's got like the little nightcap, and he's like got a candle next to him. And he's like, "Hey,
Oh, hell yeah.
what's going on?" What's
Hello,
going
young
on?"
man. Very sorry to have woken you. There was a little bit of an attack on our tavern. Would you please get your father? We need his expertise as soon as possible. Thank you.
Oh no. Okay. And he disappears in, like knocks the candle over. He's like, "Oh!" And like falls down and clatters into the street. He's like, "Sorry," and then disappears into the window.
It's okay.
There's now just a candle lying on the ground over here.
Well, let me better put this one out.
After a few moments, you see the darkened windows of the ground floor start to light up ever so slightly as a lantern is lit inside, and the door. You hear several locks unlock before the door itself opens, and you see a very, very sleepy Penfold. He's in this like floor-length nightgown. like his son, he's got one of the little caps, but one of his ears is poking out. He's got his tiny little glasses just perched at the very end of his nose. He's like squinting his eyes. He's like heavy, got all the sleep boogers all over his eyes, and he looks knackered as he looks at you guys.
What's going on? Cyril said there was someone attacked?
Yes, we had a break-in.
Alia,
A break-in? But doesn't make sense. My alarm system should have went off.
Well,
The
someone
wall
has
should
found
have expelled them.
someone has found a way to circumvent it by having been someone we all consider to be a friend. You remember the
Alia.
blue lady?
Penfold just kind of blinks a few times. Like,
I remember her, but I don't think I ever really got her name.
Oh, well,
Isla
no.
Saphira. She was
Yes.
never the friendliest sort.
Yes. She was one of the original people who was added to the enchantments acceptance list, so
Yes.
she would have been able to come and go in the private areas as she pleased.
Yes.
can you
we
change it
thought
so she can't come in anymore?
If you'd like, but can it wait till morning or?
Can you do it now?
it is of utmost importance.
Mr. Penfold, she snuck into my nest and tried to kill my babies. And with like utmost seriousness, she says that. She means it.
Penfold is instantly awake. His eyes widen and he straightens up as much of his tiny little form can, and his little face just hardens. He's like,
Oh, that's not on. Oh no.
and he like turns around and just marches back into his shop as he just goes, oh, that's unacceptable. That
He's a parent. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
you hear rifling around, and he comes marching back out. He's got a bag, looks like a doctor's bag, under one arm. He's got a wand in the other, and he just marches across the street, his little bare feet just kind of slapping on the stones. Again, still in the nightgown, as he walks over and just starts tapping the building with his wand. And as he does, you start to see these faint blue arcane lines that are just lining your building light up. It almost looks like he has instantly strung your building in Christmas lights. There are sigils and runes. Around every window and every door is this large sigil. And
Oh, that's
as
pretty.
he's sitting there with his wand against the building, he starts pulling things out of the bag. He's drawing chalk circles on the ground, and he sets himself down and he starts chanting away. And as you watch, the sigils start to rotate, and they start changing from the faint blue to a more acidic green, as the sigils themselves seem to change as the runes shift. And Penfold just sits there and chants for a while. And Cyril just kind of pops out and goes, oh, he's going to be there for a few hours.
Is it safe for us to go in, Penfold?
He can't talk while he's doing this. Yeah.
Do you know-
yeah. He should be fine.
Let's go in, everyone. Thank you, Penfold. Please tell him thank you. Please tell him please tell him to come visit, and we'll make him the finest dinner. Or something, won't we, Rascal? The nicest wine and the finest dinner, right?
Of course we will. Just don't feel comfortable about leaving him out here unguarded in the middle of the night.
I will be right here. You have my
Thank you,
word.
Captain. Thank you, Captain.
Peachy bows.
Rascal nods content with that. Thank you, Captain. It is actually really good to see you again.
And you,
It
Mr.
is.
Skyreach.
It is. You, I feel safer. I didn't used to feel safer with you, but today I feel safer.
He blinks a little at that, but okay.
Okay.
Life funny.
Alright,
Life funny.
important question. Are there still people in this tavern?
Oh yeah, because it wasn't the dead of night, was it? Really?
No.
It was around. It was just after midnight.
Yeah, it was
when the
close
thing
to
happened.
closing time.
Whenever there was the thunderous blasts, a lot of people made themselves scarce. But I forgot to mention this as you walked past too, by the way. You noticed that all the doors were closed, the curtains were pulled, and the tavern was silent. As you leave Penfold to do his work with Cyril and Vizan Stain, you notice that the main door is partially open, but it is mildly blocked by the massive form of a battle-ready Ygritte holding a large wooden club, as she is just scanning the street and growling.
One thing before we leave Captain Vizan, say, Captain, I do have one little request if you get to question our former friend.
Of course.
Would be interesting to know if she knows any anything about the structure of her organization.
Oh, rest assured, I intend to extract every single piece of information I can from her before the end.
To be honest, I would be interested, just because I have rarely seen any, and they seem to be rather tending to get involved with the wrong side of the law. If they have a bunch of drow among them.
Drow? Sorry, if that the music then it was just like I was just like bopping a little bit to that. I was like,
Yeah, we may need access to a. Bing actually kind of looks at the rest of the group. As it say, should I say? Should I say while we're out here, or
We are just generally interested, and if say a drow were among them, we would probably find that very intriguing.
Okay, I have to ask. Like, is this discussion happening while everyone's in earshot, or are you trying to be quiet about it?
Cyril's kind of there, holding out components to his dad, who is completely focused on the situation. Cyril's like,
we'll continue this conversation inside later.
Indeed, mixed company, of course.
Yeah, Rascal, let's go rest and be safe, okay?
Peachy just gives a very friendly smile to Cyril. Not to worry.
Mads is coming down, and she looks up at Ygritte and says, "Can I hug you, Ygritte?"
Okay. Danger
And she
past.
hugs Ygritte, and she nods and says, "We're safe now. Thank you for keeping us safe. You're so brave. Thank you."
He can do best. Danger past, we can let patrons go. Guards say stay. They didn't say we could go, but boss says you go, we go. And she opens the door and starts motioning, and you see a few people go out, and they're like whispering excitedly. And the
Ygritte says,
starts
"I'm
to
gonna get."
empty out.
And Mad says, "Thank you, Ygritte. I'm going to get some more for your family from the butcher shop. Best I can do."
Boss lady look tired. Boss lady needs
I'm
sleep.
very tired. I'm very tired and very sad, Ygritte. Very sad.
Sad. No good.
And then she says, "Come on, Rascal." Oh, is there anyone there still in terms of like the kitchen?
The kitchen has been closed down for the night. Your 3 kobold chefs are not there. It seems that the kitchen closes around 10.
That's fine. She says, "Huh, I was hoping for hot chocolate." And then she goes upstairs. She heads upstairs.
Where are you going? You're kind of running away from your berry, buddy.
No,
if you want, I'm fairly certain I can do something in the vein. I think I have an idea.
Well, whatever. Rascal, are you coming, Rascal?
If We don't stop having 3 scenes going on in different places at the same time.
Sorry, I
You're having
apologize.
15 scenes going on in 19 places.
I apologize.
So, as Vizen and Ashwood are discussing, boy howdy, I sure like to get this information. Rascal say, I wouldn't worry about wasting your energies on speculation. We have a source. On our person, it's what Alia wanted. And it's past midnight, so I'm sure we can ask it whatever we like.
Oh.
We can find out about the Xanathar, and we can find out about the Drow.
That is true. I think right now, Rascal, you and Madeline should get some rest.
Yeah, I'd like that, and so would she. The question is, where do we sleep? Pretty sure the bedroom is currently not the best place to be.
I would probably suggest, in the down in the basement.
That'd probably be the best place. I mean, you have Gordain down there, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It wouldn't bother me. I'm used to a lot worse than what I've had for the past 6 days. How about you, sweetie? You okay with the basement?
Yeah, the basement sounds fine.
Oh.
and we'll see what we can do about the hot chocolate.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, I need... Gordain is nice, and it'll be safe with Gordain, and we can all relax.
A little bit at least.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight, but any rest is good rest.
Indeed.
Ashwood,
So,
I'm sorry I lost my head back there.
It is fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it. In your situation, I would probably have done the same. And he puts his hand out as if to acknowledge Rascal and make good, as some people would say.
Bing is going to wait till Rascal goes downstairs. He's going to look between Ashwood and Hunter. Goes, so, since me and Miss Scaletta here went here, what the hell just happened?
Well, you remember when you arrived that we were mourning someone?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, the blue lady, Alia.
Yeah.
Yep. We thought she died. She did.
Yeah.
Looks like somehow certain people can go on a little longer without being alive.
No, I've never heard of that. That's impossible.
That is what I thought as well. Miss Scaletta.
Well, I know she seemed
It's
pretty
weird.
damn angry with you guys.
To be honest, she was always angry.
Like, what was her story? You know, I mean, she didn't like you that much. Why did she stick around?
Well, she was, from her perspective, she was ordered to, as she put it, babysit us. City Guard had sent her to keep an eye on us because we were involved with the rescuing of someone. From, funnily enough, I believe the Xanathar Guild. Well, and now she joined them.
I see.
Oh. Why couldn't it be? Why couldn't it be someone much more friendly that comes back? Eh? Sorry.
I had heard rumors about her a long time ago, but nothing like that.
Well, looks like former officers of here has a lot more life in her than people would have believed.
Yeah, well, I get the feeling that she wasn't exactly lying when she said she had a beef with everyone.
To be honest, she came across as if she had beefs with everyone. We were involved in the rescue of Mr. Rainier Neverember, and Flynn Blackmar.
Oh,
Flynn
yeah.
Blackmar was actually captured by, I believe, the Xanathar Guild, using the bird friends.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Well, all I would really say is,
Well,
she was pretty insistent she wasn't your friend. I would have listened to her.
well, we treated her like an equal. I don't know what else you can expect to be a friend, unless she never knew what friendship truly means, which always is a possibility.
So, with those grim words, the conversation seems to die. Mads and Rascal, you head downstairs.
Yep.
With Gordane's help and a few spare blankets, you've managed to make yourself a comfortable sleeping spot in the wine cellar.
Mm-hmm.
Sensing your discomfort, Gordane seems to stay awake and stay guard in the next room. With
He's a good lad. He's a
Yeah.
good lad.
We're gonna be okay, right? Sorry.
You watch Penfold for a few hours as he finishes off the sigil. As soon as he finishes, the green runes stop moving, fade back to blue, and as Penfold removes his wand from the wall, they disappear. And Penfold instantly looks exhausted. The pile of components that he had used have crumbled to dust and disappeared.
The moment I think he's finished, Vizan's basically almost on like one knee, very politely, not so much scooping him up, but very politely, holding him up. Thank you so much, Mr. Skillasep. Would you like me to escort you into the tavern or back to your establishment?
I think I'm a little tuckered out. I would like to go back to bed.
It's
Absolutely.
Sir, I got him. And Cyril just takes his father's arms over him. Cyril is a bit bigger than his dad. That he shoulders his weight and they both head over. And Penfold's muttering about the spell, going,
Maybe there was a reason that something, but it should be perfect now. Never allow shoddy work to stand, Cyril. Always correct it.
close the door.
Yeah, I would say Vizan's keeping very keen eye out to make sure that nobody is sneaking into their home, or it's either they are secure, they are safe within their own boundaries before he turns around. Look at genuine respect before he heads into the tavern himself.
Okay. Hunter, could you make me a stealth check?
Man, I'd be impressed if Fairwind stayed asleep for all that.
Okay. You return to your room and very quietly open the door. Lord Fairwind is there, still passed out. You quietly get ready for bed, slip back in under the covers and snuggle over, and in his sleep, he just kind of rolls over, wraps his arm around you, and just sighs happily as he snuggles.
Oh. Like I said, Hunter drained him in many ways.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Respect.
Indeed.
while the party is settling in for the evening, in an alleyway,
Oh, fuck.
Alia, you find yourself roughly manhandled down the street.
Oh no.
After a while, you're brought to a stop. You can't hear what's going on. You can't speak because of the spell Barnabas cast on you. But after a while, you're roughly turned around. The blindfold is pulled away from your eyes. And you find yourself looking down into the very angry face of Barnabas. He waves his hand angrily, and the spell is lifted.
You.
Any idea how much you have fucked up?
What, your precious fucking City Watch that lied to me all my life?
We did that to try and keep you out of things that you didn't understand. I don't know what the fuck Gregory's thinking bringing you in on this shit.
Yeah, Alia has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Give me a quick intelligence check.
No.
Who's a member?
Oh my god.
Gregory is your dear uncle's name.
What?
Oh.
You could have told me at any time.
I didn't fucking know anything. I don't exactly find out all the information. The less I know, the better. Considering my circumstance, I was told to keep you out of trouble and get you a good job and a good life. You seem to have fucked that up, and now Gregory wants me to keep an eye on you again. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm leaving.
You need to be a little bit more specific, darling.
I'm leaving Waterdeep next chance I get.
That's what I thought. Alright, listen here. You do work. You do good work. Drowning those plague rats should have landed you in a cell, but you got rid of people we really needed gone. So, I pulled little strings, I got you released, and I let you keep going murdering those traitorous little bastards. Now, though, you don't threaten someone's kids without follow-through. Now they're going to be paranoid as hell. You either do it or you don't. Don't just threaten it. Now then, you still have a job to do. I suppose you fucked this up, so I don't give a shit if you finish it or not, or if you just disappear. The point is, I now have to clean this up. I can't let this come back to my friends in low places. You understand? Do you understand, Alia?
I said I understand, and I just said I'm getting out of Waterdeep. You will never see me.
Good. He looks around at the guards, all of whom who are pointedly looking in other directions. And he clicks his fingers, and the magical manacles that are holding your wrists close clatter to the ground. This guard crouches down and lifts the sewer grate and glares at you. You escaped. You had allies nearby who ambushed us while we were transferring you. You disappeared. And he just jerks his head towards the grate.
I understand.
And you tell Gregory I'll better get a bonus for this.
Very well.
They turn and all just walk away. The woman who's holding the grate for you notices her allies walk back, so she just drops the grate and walks off with them. You're now alone in the alley with an open sewer grate.
I was going to say she would have gone down the grate straight away, so...
Okay. You disappear into the underground of Waterdeep. As the night moves on.
Yes, it does.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Ashwood! Bet you're regretting letting her live now. You should Rascal from killing her.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I don't know what is I don't know. I'm not here. I can't see the scene.
I'm serious. I'm genuinely, no word of bullshit, I'm genuinely impressed by the double fucking bluffs that's been going on between...
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. I need to step up my fucking game. I am legit fucking impressed. Well done.
The
Looks
player
like
didn't
for
try-
Star Trek, I will have to up my game as well.
Oh yeah.
So, at some point, we'll find out what Alia does. But
Just
for now,
remember, everyone, all watcher bastards.
It seems like it.
Well, Barnabas is going to make this incident disappear. He did promise that to Captain Vizan because, out of respect of his position, he didn't want to cause any undue scrutiny on the Inquisitor, did he?
Yeah.
It's not.
Hmm.
So then,
Holy shit.
Yep. The player knew she was going to escape.
Yep.
That's
This
why
player
I
didn't.
was... The player did, but Mads also suspected that, but not in the same way.
quite frankly,
I was like,
if,
they showed up really quick, and I was like, nah.
let's just say if you had insisted on accompanying him to escort Alia, things would have been different. But anyway,
Yeah,
Then she
The
would have
night
escaped from the...
carries on. Alia makes
Mads
her
was
way
in no position to do that.
through the sewers, pondering what's next. Barnabas returns to the station house, seemingly roughed up, bruised and cut, as guards scuffed, telling of how they were ambushed by thugs after apprehending a prisoner. Terrible tale. Mads and Rascal managed to have an uneasy sleep under their watchful gaze of Gordain.
Mads is literally curled completely up in a fetal ball with her head on Rascal's knee the way she does when she needs comfort and like clutching him perhaps too tightly.
Aw.
Yeah, and sleep is generous. I don't think he's really sleeping. As I understand it mechanically, a long rest doesn't have to actually involve sleep, just very light activity. And that very light activity...
For
Sorry.
a non-elven creature, it requires 6 hours of sleep and 2 hours of general rest.
Okay, then 2 hours of just blankly, 1,000-yard staring, stroking
Yeah,
his
and-
wife, and
and-
then falling asleep.
Yeah, and Mads is literally like, I don't think I'm gonna sleep. And that's the thing she says right before she completely passes out, shaking. She's just like tremoring and her whole body is shaking. She feels
Ashwood's actually sleeping in the tavern. He's fallen asleep on a chair.
Okay.
I'd say Bing is doing the same.
Sleep is the only comfort that can be afforded to us right now.
And what is Nola doing? Does Nola go to her room, or rather the room she was given, that was formerly Alia's?
That's Bing's.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
She might have Vizan's old room.
Yeah, I
he
think
was
she does.
spare after Vizan left.
I know it was next to the room they had the big conference in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a free room.
Vizan's was bottom left.
I remember at the time we adopted Nola, Rascal was very much in his fuck that Vizan shtick. So he did quite passionately give Nola Vizan's room.
That's quite alright because Vizan is currently sleeping, legs crossed, his back right up against the cellar door, great big broadsword across his legs.
The cellar doors
Aw.
touching the floor.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sounded bad. It sounded
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Alright.
Actually, I think
Sat on it.
I think not knowing what to do in an empty room all night by herself, Nola is going to sit down and she's going to find something to write on and start writing. And it's going to be like, "Dear Dear diary, a lot has happened today, and I really wish I knew what.
Boy, she's not the only one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would probably say the same.
Okay. Concerned with the distressed nature of her employers, Yegan also stays as an extra guard for the night.
Aw.
Ashwood actually.
That girl's getting double pay for the day.
She's getting sweetmeats from the butcher shop too. If Mads can help it, a big overpaid like truckload for their house.
Well, I'll have
Mads
to
wants
wait for later.
Yeah, well, not like just a thing that she's gonna try to arrange at some point.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't like just hop on the scrying orb and order it from ye old Amazon.
Yeah.
Or ye old Cholt in this case.
You'd be amazed what you can get from Cholt. You'd be
Yep.
amazed.
Oh, I know.
Let me get this in the box.
Mad dogs from there.
Suddenly,
Gazer-
the bard and
Gazer-
his
box.
best shows up with a box. Who ordered the sweetmeats?
Anyway,
Yes.
So, a eventful night for the party. Because of further little, you have discovered you now have one less ally, but one possible threat in the
Mhm.
form of an old friend.
plus Ali is back.
That too.
I
yes.
think that's the same.
Nope.
Ali was never our friend.
Well,
She kept saying that.
we thought
Yeah.
we
To
thought
be
you were.
fair, she's in the situation she's in now because she chose to try and save your lives.
Yep.
Yeah, so of course she blames us for everything.
Well,
So, I think with that,
it's a
end
great
the session
point.
there.
Oh no, let's
I-
go for another 3 hours.
Yeah, another 3. We need more.
Believe me, I'd love to say yes to that.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
holy hell. I just am gratified to have something that I have been convinced of since their first appearance. If you go back, you will hear me say of Barnabas and Crowley,
The guy? Yeah.
Mads was like, I hate them both.
Well,
I'm at least 90% sure that this twist was not in the module and Journist planned it herself. Yeah.
I was freaking convinced, not the specifics of that, but that he was so nice, and nice people are always evil.
oh, great. Does that mean that I'm evil too?
But look at it this way, Barnabas had Alia fooled for most of her life.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you had
Got Vizan
No
completely
indication.
fucking played.
that Barnabas is basically a dirty cop.
yep.
But
You don't know how long that's been possible, if it's recent. For all you know, he has always been an upstanding and law-abiding man.
here's the thing, he's the only person she's ever really trusted as well.
Precisely.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think that is.
God dang it. God dang it. And I was screaming at Mads, like, come on, Mads, find the energy to insist on going with them. And Mads was like, no, I gotta go home.
But I'm surprised you didn't react to the line of, don't threaten it, either do it or don't.
Oh,
we
No, we were reacting, I assure you.
You may go back, Journus, I don't know if you'll see it or not, but if you go back, or if you can, you would see that I muted the Discord because I cursed loudly.
And I cursed inwardly and in German.
Oh,
The
this
worst
is delicious.
way.
I missed Jamming so much, and I've had this planned for so long. It's just so good to get it done. So,
Guys, I have to ask, is Journist somehow like nicer or even worse drawing Strahd? Like, I need to prepare myself.
Oh shit!
Oh,
That's
worse.
a good
Oh,
question.
worse.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah.
Considering what I have planned and what is in the background after what some of you have done, it is so much worse, darling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, in this one, we don't have the goddess of entropy itself fucking with us, so.
Yeah.
That's true.
Boy, I'm glad I'm going to be playing like as a sun snake god in Strahd instead of another nice boy.
Mm.
You really
You actually
want
fit in well.
And
Yeah.
your borderline feral insane girlfriend you're trying to protect from a vampire lord?
Yep. Oh, and let's not even get on to Tuesday where you're about to go into the fucking lion's den.
Yay!
Storm.
Aren't you glad your cleric died and got replaced by a paladin who has to stay with Anarchy on the boat?
Yep.
Storm, I
That
vote we
is-
just leave. Let's take the kids and go.
Do you think this is bad? Actually, no, I have to admit, I'm genuinely fucking impressed. I'm genuinely fucking impressed.
Yeah.
I have to step my game up further, though. So,
No!
before
Leave
that,
Jurnus alone!
oh, honey, don't worry.
Yeah, but-
Janice will have her time. I'm thinking of other people first.
Oh well.
So,
Yes.
usual layoff, play of the game.
The DM and
DM.
the fucking player
Absolutely.
and the player of fucking Alia. Holy shit,
Yes.
Seppi.
Yes.
I only found out about this less than a week ago. I
Ah.
basically only had enough time to get some token artwork made. That was it.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm actually
Still.
genuinely surprised she didn't catch on, considering that the token was obviously Sephi's artwork.
Yeah, that was my first clue, though.
I saw that. And I just figured it was.
I must.
I actually, when you talked about the mask, I was like, "Oh shit! It's another one of the people from the Maelstrom."
Mm.
I must zoom out too far.
I had
Same.
D, hook, line, and sinker. She was expecting Penfold to have been robbed or something, or beaten.
I thought
In here.
people maybe was like working for the bad guys.
'Cause she
I
was all
thought
like,
with the
how
took
did
fur.
they get in? How did they get past Penfold? And I says, well, what better way to get past a padlock than by getting the key first?
Yeah,
Yep.
my
We
player
were
has been.
stupid enough to give either a key, weren't we?
Yep.
Why
My player
would
was.
we ever do that?
Do you remember that very first confrontation when Officer Zafira invited herself into our tavern, went down into our cellar, and went into a fist fight with Peachy, and she
Yep.
went down like a sack of potatoes? Peachy
Yep.
was looking at that body and he thought to herself, I could kill her and no one would ever know she was here. But that's just too fucking easy. This is pathetic.
Yep.
Sorry!
Yeah. And
Sorry about that.
yeah, no, that was a beautiful line with Barnabas. Jonas, I meant to tell you that. Like, no, can't believe you threatened the children. Either do it or not. I was like, oh god, oh god, horrible, 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 horrible.
I hope Talia is actually fucking off from Waterdeep, because if our paths cross again, all bets are off.
Hey, yes. Even
No.
even Ashwood is now.
I can't say anything until we come off the air about that, so...
Hmm.
Okay, fair enough.
Fail of the game.
Come here! No, here! I'm gonna climb this everything that fucking Vizan did.
I would probably
45.
say Rascal putting Alia to sleep, and I will explain off air.
I will actually
It didn't
say,
quite work the way I intended it to.
I've narrated, basically Sephi was telling me what the masked thief, quote unquote, wanted to do. I improvised her reaction to you trying to command her. It's just like, gives you the finger, and a little message pop up going, that was exactly what I wanted you to do.
That should have been a clue. That really should have been a clue.
Delicious, delicious, delicious.
Uh,
Tasty, tasty, tasty. This whole thing was delicious.
questions,
Mwah.
comments, or theories? I suppose we've already gone over that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, holy fuck is my question, comment, and theory. I'm gonna say all three.
Indeed.
I missed DMing so much.
We
missed
can
it
fucking
too.
tell.
Yep.
Holy shit.
She's like, okay, let's get started. Okay, everything's all set. Time to bring that hammer down.
Okay, let's just press the traumatize button.
Oh, that's pretty fucking awesome.
I even held it down.
And,
I'll say.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll say after all this, my game's going to be a refreshing break.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I enjoyed it so much. There's no drama.
Aren't you guys so glad Mads has decided as of today to start being a good guy? Wasn't that the right
It
decision?
started before.
Oh yeah, you picked the best time to turn good. As soon as everything becomes so muddy that even Rascal has no idea what to do anymore. He's kind of beyond all of his coping mechanisms at this point. He's out of options.
Oh,
We'll talk about all that after. I have something.
Yeah.
I really hope as well. I really, really hope that next week is a talkie episode.
Yeah, I think we need that.
I'm not sure it will be.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to do it while getting on with the plot, because the plot isn't going to wait for us.
Look at it
No.
this way. This is the first time we've done PvP.
Hey!
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's campaign.
I know
It's-
Thanks, I hate it.
Ever.
I think we'll leave
Actually,
that
hang on.
Yeah.
Didn't we do PvP earlier?
We did in Maelstrom, for sure.
No.
In this campaign?
Not really.
Yes,
Not.
we did, because there
we
was the fight
had
between.
more sparring friendly matches.
Yeah.
But we never
Yeah,
had
Peachy
full,
Birth is a favour.
never had full on.
Proper initiative
I'ma
combat.
kill that bitch.
We never had to roll initiative
Yeah.
against each other.
Well,
Leave that there.
I will say, if Hunter had given the chance, she would have shot that bitch right between the eyes.
Oh, I'm glad that Hunter
Oh,
and
yeah.
Rascal are on the same page.
Hell yeah.
To be
Which
honest,
is refreshing for them. Normally they're a bit at odds.
yeah, to be honest, when Ashwood learns that she has gotten away, well, she's not going to be happy next time they meet.
What were you saying, Jernus?
I was saying we'll wrap that up there for now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's going to be a good night from your gleeful returning DM journeys. Going down the list, it's going to be a good night from the red rascally boy.
Good night, everybody. That's all I can say.
A good night from the very confused tag-along who has nowhere better to go. Nola.
Good. I think night. Is that when people sleep? I know when people sleep.
A good night from traumatized lady. Mads.
Good night, everyone. Choose kindness. Be nice to each other. Wear masks. Wash hands. Do all the good things in 2021. We have something to prove.
A good night from the ever monotone and unshakable Ashward.
Oh, trust me, I'm not always monotone. But right now I'm trying not to shout. But I'm trembling. Anyway, good night. See you next time.
A good night from the person whose date night has been seemingly ruined. Hunter.
Everyone.
And lastly, a good night from the dual personalities of Bing and Crazy Alia. Seffi.
Night, night.
I think you forgot the good captain.
Yes, the captain.
Yeah, you've gotten.
Busy.
Or was I saving him for last?
Oh.
Yeah, we just can't predict anything with this DM.
And last but not least, the unlucky, unable to climb Kobold scratch marks across his snout. Paladin of Bane. Captain Faisal.
I love that the player got played. Be safe, be good to yourselves, and you're all wonderful, lovely people. Like Dee said, be good to yourselves and each other. Night night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.